Hello, everyone, and welcome to Inside a Blaseball. We're your hosts, and we're inside a Blaseball. Well, welcome to the show where everything's made up and the points don't matter. I'm Bria. We've got a weird energy tonight, and we've got a skeleton crew on staff, so let's get weird, Blaseball, huh? Let's have a weird night.
Skeleton crew.
Skeleton crew. Yeah, it would be a lot funnier if Joel's camera was on.
Of course, yeah. Seriously.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
Spoilers.
Are we? Can they see us?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
hi
how
everybody.
streams work.
I'm waiting to be modded. Someone mod
I don't know how to do it.
I'm not giving you Twitch powers.
We'll do it later.
Is audio okay, everyone? Can you hear us all right?
What can I do with mod powers?
You can ban people.
You can make them go away.
You can give them timeouts. You can be like,
That's what modding is like.
Are we supposed to see the Zoom chat?
It's fine.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. If I
Don't
hit
worry
close,
about it.
is this gonna close the Zoom window or just the chat?
Ah.
I'm just gonna leave it
No,
open.
it'll close the chat. You're good.
It'll close the chat. If this closes the Zoom window.
No, you have to press an extra button to close the Zoom window completely anyways. Don't worry.
Okay, it's
It
fine.
asks for confirmation.
Yeah, we were talking about antlers. We were talking about Hannibal, and then we talked about antler. It was a whole thing. Hello, everyone.
Welcome to Inside a Blaseball.
Welcome to Inside a Blaseball.
What's up, gamers?
Sup, gamers.
Back again.
Guess who's back?
We're back.
The boys are back in town. So,
All those words.
yeah.
Oh, first question.
No.
Does the microphone have teeth? Asking for a friend. Great question.
Great question. Let's move on.
Next question.
Great question. Next question.
We are going to start by introducing ourselves, going around the circle, saying our names, saying what we do.
I have a question.
Yes.
Is the circle different for every person?
What circle?
Like what
The
order
hit
we're in?
Netflix reality show?
Yes, it's different. And
Okay, so when Bria says let's go around the circle, we all just pause.
I will dictate.
You call it out. All right. Yeah.
Yeah, well, we could do like popcorn reading. You pick,
Okay.
I'll say, and then I'll pick the next person, and then we'll popcorn around.
Okay.
Great. We're nailing it. So, name what you do at the Game Man, and then tell me your hot chocolate opinions. How do you drink your hot chocolate? Do you have strong opinions about what goes in hot chocolate? Are you a purist? Do you like to get weird? I want to know. 'Tis the season. It snowed like 2 days ago, and I'm on that hot chocolate grind.
I'm so jealous.
Drinking it right now. So, hello everyone. I will start. My name is Bria Davis. I am the community director for the Game Band, which means I manage the community and also the Discord. So if you hang out on the Discord and you don't know who I am Slugger Croms.
Mhm.
And my hot chocolate of preference is a little pretentious, but I love chocolate, hot chocolate that has like real actual chocolate in it. So I will heat up milk or a milk substitute or a little bit of both if I'm feeling fancy. Throw in like 2 handfuls of chocolate chips, throw in some cinnamon, throw in some cayenne, melt it all down, sip that bad boy as if it is a meal. And that is the way to do it. Maybe some whipped cream, maybe a marshmallow, but I'm really here to drink what is effectively chocolate ganache.
Glug glug.
Glug glug. My favorite milk substitute changes. I'm a big fan of coconut milk, but I will drink oat milk. I will drink cashew milk. I will drink almond milk. I'm not picky.
Hemp milk.
What?
Oat is the goat.
Hemp.
I haven't had hemp milk, but I'm not
not bad.
opposed.
It's okay.
I'm very picky when it comes to milk. So.
I like oat milk. Yeah.
Oat milk ribs. Okay.
Oat milk gross.
Popcorn. Gabe.
Hi everyone. I'm Gabe. I'm a designer slash shit poster at the Game Band. So I'm sorry and you're welcome. What else am I supposed to say, Bria?
Hot chocolate.
Your hot chocolate opinions.
My hot chocolate opinion. So my hot chocolate opinion, I when I make hot chocolate, I like to get the big can of Swiss Miss.
Hell yeah.
The big
And
boy.
put like way
The biggest baby.
Yeah.
I think you put like says to put like 1 scoop, I would
Oh
put
no, was it?
way more scoops.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I like.
1 scoop is ridiculous.
It's not nearly it.
No.
Watery
it's the
as
coward's
Yeah.
portion.
It is the coward's portion.
Yeah.
I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemies.
Is my audio a bit quiet? Because I can.
Yeah.
We should do an ASMR episode.
No. I refuse to whisper.
Hold on, let me turn up the game.
Oh, there we go.
Wow.
You got a popcorn now.
Bad gains, dude.
Oh, popcorn. Joel.
God. Heck it.
Okay.
Great.
All right,
Cool.
you popcorned, Elena.
Okay. Cool. I'm Alana. I do UI and the visual stuff. I am the same. I put way too much powder in my hot chocolate. And that's the best kind. I've also done like the Mexican hot chocolate with like the little block of chocolate, but that's like so much work that I never do it. It's very tasty. Very hard to make, so I don't do that very much. I mostly just do the powder. I get the like go to like a Costco or like a grocery store and get the big tin, the big with Swiss Miss tin and scoop from there. And that lasts like a year because I don't drink hot chocolate that much.
I have a really quick hot chocolate story.
Yeah.
I'm from California, where we have Mexican hot chocolate is pretty standard, right? You would be able to find it in your grocery store. Specifically Abuelita, if you're familiar with that brand, which is the best one, obviously, despite the fact that they use palm oil, rest in peace to the environment, but it's fantastic. So Abuelita, highly recommend it if you want to know what Mexican hot chocolate's all about. At one point, I had moved to Montreal, which is in Canada, and it's in French Canada. So if you're there and you didn't know you were there, people would be speaking to you in broken French, but they'd be Canadian. It's very confusing. It's also very cold. The last thing you would expect to be able to find in this French-speaking snowy place, Mexican hot chocolate,
is love.
Which I didn't find until one day I was at a Lebanese grocery store.
Okay.
And there she was, my abuelita, looking down on me from the top shelf,
Nice.
and
Really high up there.
way
Up
up
in heaven.
there, and filled my heart with joy.
That's beautiful.
That's so
That's my hot chocolate
beautiful.
story.
Thank you for sharing.
Thank you. Yeah.
You're welcome.
I've also
I-
like a follow up on the French thing. I have also had French hot chocolate, very good. Also like Parisian hot chocolate. I don't know the special word
Le
for it.
chocolat
That's when you-
chaude.
French.
That's when you put the butter in it, right?
Maybe I don't
That's
know.
bullet
Probably.
I just
coffee.
I just drink whatever they hand me.
Mm-hmm.
Valid.
Okay, Popcorn Steven.
Hi, I'm Steven. I'm a designer and writer on Blaseball.com, and also work for the commissioner, like we all do. And my opinions about hot chocolate. No, I don't know. I like Swiss Miss and I like fancy hot chocolate. The only thing I will say is that you got to do whipped cream on. This is gonna sound crazy. You got to do whipped cream on the bottom
Yeah, that's
and
not
on the
crazy.
top.
Ooh,
Not
Yeah.
crazy.
like a
And
sandwich.
it just yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a tenet. It's this
It's
thing.
like Tenet.
Yeah.
That's
You know,
just
like
like
in
Tenet.
Inception, how there are layers of
Uh-huh.
dream.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Could you
that's
explain it to me,
see,
please?
you don't understand. Christopher Nolan looked at a hot chocolate with
Mhm.
whipped cream
And
on
he
the
was
bottom,
like,
whipped cream on the top, and
If-
said, "I'm gonna make a movie about
Like,
that."
I can
I
make
have a
this
word
better.
that will open some doors and close others. Yeah. hot
Not
chocolate.
only
Mhm.
is Steven
He
right,
does this.
Mhm.
but I would recommend if you could get a clear glass with the handle, then you put the whipped cream on the bottom, you pour the hot chocolate, then you put the whipped cream on the top. Then it really is like
Yeah,
that.
layers.
it's the way to do it. It's the only way. So
That's the way to do
fancy, Swiss Miss, either way. You gotta
Wow.
leave.
Wow.
What?
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming inside of Blaseball, everybody. I
Yeah,
think
bye,
we
Thanks,
nailed
everybody.
it.
everybody. It's been
Have a
such
great
good
night.
show. See you next
I've,
month.
I've learned something new. So
Mhm.
thank you, Steven.
You're welcome.
Let's get into questions, huh? Great. Question number
have to.
1 comes to us from Cloud Gaming. How long were you expecting it to take for someone to get a 12 pick How many were you expecting to be one total?
So insanely jealous.
And how does it compare to reality?
Not 4 hours. We didn't expect it to happen in 4 hours.
I don't know. I kind of expected it to happen like
Immediately.
pretty early. Not immediately, but it's like the odds of it happening, with the amount of people who are betting,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
if you just need one person.
No. Yeah. Sure.
It only takes one.
It
If
only
we
takes
like
one.
figured it would happen eventually, I just don't think we
Yeah.
thought it would just be like right away. And
Yeah.
breath mints let me down, and I was almost I almost made it to the promised land. And
One of the exalted.
yeah, yeah. So I don't think I mean we got a lot though. It just seems easy
Yeah.
now.
I mean, if you
We have
like
to make
plan it
betting
out,
harder.
like if everyone's doing like if you're doing that whole like fancy the charts
The
and
Dutch
stuff.
betting, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, like it's way easier.
Sure. Yeah.
For, like the amount to be, because like otherwise if you're not organizing,
Yeah.
like everyone's gonna be betting very similar bet, like there's gonna be a lot more overlap, so they're less likely to match up. I don't know, the math, like it's only 12. It's not like it's like
It's not like it's
It's
hard.
still hard, but yeah.
yeah, it's not that hard.
My
I don't know.
secret is that I don't have expectations, so anything that
True,
happens, I'm
yes.
like, cool. My secret is also that I have no strategy and bet with my heart.
Yeah.
It's not a good
Right.
strategy, but it's mine.
Yeah, my secret is I only bet for the teams I like, which is not all. It's not 12.
It's not 12.
It's like
You heard it here first. Alena hates half the teams.
I hate clearly more than half the teams because I don't even bet 12.
Don't make me do
I don't
math.
hate them. I just don't like them enough to bet on them. No offense.
winning.
I won way more bets trying to. Oh, sorry, get that.
Winning a 12-foot combo is like 1 in 4,000 chance. So
Yeah.
I expected there to be 1 in the first 4,000 hours.
4,000 hours. That's how that math works. Totally.
Yep, that's how it works.
Perfect. Awesome.
Beautiful.
Next question. What's your favorite name to come out of this short circuit?
Shrimp chocolate.
Wow.
Nice.
Perfect.
I think you're the only one with a name. So
No,
Good
I
question.
Oh, you have one?
I would say Stamp Chavez. It's the only name I remember. It's the
Yeah.
only name I focused on all last season. So
there was like the firefighters had like a Zelda, a Link, and a Kirby.
Mario.
Was it
That
a
is
Kirby?
true.
Or was it Mario? It was a Mario,
Mario.
which was very
Mario.
fun. I liked
It's
that we
just like
had
Chris
the
Pratt.
Smash Bros lineup.
Sora shows up next.
Yeah,
Imagine.
Sora enters the
Sora enters the Blaseball.
oh yeah,
enters
Rat
the
Love,
firehouse.
Dagger Silverware, Grapefruit Walnut. There's a Chaos
Wow.
Cheese.
I don't know. I are all of these real names, or are people just making them up?
No,
I
those
don't
are
know.
real.
I don't know.
Baseball
about
is
Moss
so
Post.
dumb, Elena.
I truly
is the
don't
thing.
know.
That's not real.
Elena, so
Memorial Memory
so
is
in
not
the
real.
game Blaseball, the names are
Never heard of it.
randomly generated
Governor is
from
real.
some too long lists.
Oh, that's
so
crazy.
sometimes the names are comical because of the nature of the pairing of the words.
Mhm.
My
Sounds
favorite
fake.
name in Blaseball is Bria Davis. Next question.
Oh.
Mhm.
Oh.
There's also an Alena in there. I know I saw
Mhm.
an Alena on one of the teams, and I
Yeah,
was
but
like, "That's
in the-
me."
I put it in
Apparently
the
my
pool,
name is
like
in the pool.
August.
Yeah,
last
I know.
year.
It's the first one though, as far as I know.
Yeah, I would like to see a Bria hit the
You're
field.
all in the pool. I put you
Yeah,
all
I know.
in.
Bria's,
yeah.
Bria's not. We cut it specifically.
Oh really?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, there's no.
2, 3, 4 of my dogs are in the pool, but not me.
Mhm.
Beautiful. I genuinely was too busy this circuit to follow it too closely, and so all of the names have left my head because my head is soup. But I do really love my main man, Kirk Grimdark from The Worms, wherever Kirk may be. Love that name.
Under
Good
the
stuff.
dirt. He's under the dirt in the grimdark.
Yeah, he's in the Grimdark. It's underneath the loam.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, Alana, this one's going to be all you. Are you ready?
Thanks.
Are you prepared?
Sure.
How complex is the system that calculates game outcome chances and betting success chances for normal bets and champion bets?
I am participating in No Number November. So respectfully, don't ask me
I
about
can-
numbers. I
can
didn't even
answer
make
this.
the math.
No, I made the.
Yeah,
math.
Gabe
made
made
the
the
math?
math.
I made the math.
I'm so sorry, Gabe.
No, it's
please,
okay.
The floor is yours.
Ellen is the one who has the best answer because Elena hates it the most because it has
don't-
numbers in it.
I truly listen. You guys don't understand how much trouble that stupid equation gave me. For
No, I was there.
I know. Well, Gabe does because I was losing my mind trying to figure out what was wrong with the equation that was giving me different numbers than I was supposed to be getting. Like because we have it's not important, but
It's not.
there's a lot of numbers involved, and I could not get the numbers to line up with the spreadsheet. They were not lining up. There was something wrong with the equation, and I could not figure out what it was in the equation. I was like literally like changing one number, changing another number. I was printing out a bunch of like numbers, like studying the numbers
Printing
back and
stuff
forth,
out?
trying to figure out where the number was wrong that was causing it. And it was like I don't even remember what it was. It was like
You had a -1 instead of a +1.
it was a -1 versus a +1. And then also we also had a problem with like we weren't like multiplying it at one point in the right place, or it was like it was using a decimal when it should have been using the odds number, like the percentage. That was another problem we had. There was just a lot of math issues.
Okay, so the answer is to calculate the champion specifically is really complicated because we built it so that it could do a lot of stuff, not just calculate the champions. Because we weren't sure what sort of betting options we wanted to give. So we built a pretty robust system. But a side effect of that is that it has a lot of numbers and a lot of math.
And then when payouts came in.
Well, that's separate. I mean, the payout thing.
The payout thing
separate.
is not a string concatenation problem. Everyone's
Well,
wrong.
it is.
It is, but it's not our fault. Not our fault.
Whose fault is it?
It's
Postgres.
it's Postgres's fault.
I
It
totally
was a
know what
problem
that
with
is.
Big int and int. Big int was returning as a string because of Postgres was what
I'm
was
gonna-
happening.
so I'm
So
gonna
it
tell
was
you
string
guys-
concatenation. It wasn't our fault. So
I'm going to tell you guys the story because some of you will really appreciate it and some of you will
Yeah.
have no idea what I'm talking about, and that's Blaseball. So the reason why we needed to use a big int.
Wait,
is
hold on.
because
This is for
Hold on.
Sibber.
Gabe,
Sibber is
wait.
sick of us talking about food, so we can talk about numbers.
We can talk about numbers. For context, for anyone in the chat that doesn't know what we're talking about, when the garages won, the payout that should have happened was much bigger.
How much bigger?
I don't know. It involves numbers. It was like a million versus
No,
like
it's way bigger than that.
I don't know numbers.
are you talking about the big number?
Yeah.
No.
It's
The
so
bug was.
the bug was the garage's payout.
Yeah, I wasn't.
You got people when the payout. I'm sorry, it's very you're thinking of a
thinking of a
similar thing,
different
but a
wrong
different
number.
thing, Priya.
Yeah.
It's like 7 steps.
Okay.
The garage's payout was smaller than what people got because it returned as a string, and so it wasn't a number. It was considered like a text. It's considered text, and so it would, instead of adding the numbers together, it added the numbers. It just appended them together. So it's like the number of votes you had plus the number of votes that you just won. So it just made you it gave you way more than you were supposed to. That's the garage's bug, but
The reason why it happened is because we
Yes.
needed to use big int for payouts, and the reason why we needed to use big int is because when I handed in the design, there was a possibility that if the odds calculation returned 0, the payout would be infinite, and we said, well, that's maybe too much.
It literally broke everything, so we had to
change it. Let's be
Blaseball
reasonable.
would've gone bye-bye.
Instead of infinity, what if it was approximately infinity? And we thought, well, what's infinity? Well, I don't know. 900 trillion is about
the biggest
infinity.
number that
That's
you can
about
get in
infinity.
JavaScript is the number we got.
We went a little bit smaller so that we could add them together, but we went around 900 trillion. So anyway, that's why I had to be a big int, and then it didn't work.
And then it caused more problems, so we had to stop doing it.
Joel said we couldn't.
And
do
also
it.
Joel
He
said no.
Joel said over my dead body, and then we changed.
It
Now
also
look at him.
it definitely broke.
This is
one
the
of them, too.
second time that Joel said that he's been afraid of the Pies winning a championship.
Yeah.
Maybe he should be.
Yeah.
Let's think about let's just sit with that for a minute. Really process it.
yeah, there was a whole thing. It took us like several days to even decide on what to do with the numbers, and
It
it's
was
still
very fun.
broke. So
I just keep hearing y'all say big int, and I'm thinking of like Ents from like Lord of the
it
like,
Rings.
is a
Big
big int
trees.
is like a big
That's
end,
what
and
it's, yeah.
You just
an
put a
int is
large
just like a
tree
normal
man
sized tree.
Mhm.
in the
In
code.
baseball. Mhm.
But like a
Okay.
big one.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
a big
okay.
human.
I'm caught
Yeah.
up. Thank
Take
you.
them out in like corner field or something like that.
Yeah.
Understandably, it's very confusing, and I clearly I don't also understand.
No, it makes perfect sense, and I understand completely.
Yes, thank
Thank
you,
you.
Bria. Yeah,
Great.
Thank you.
I can't believe you made me explain something in no number November. Please respect my choices at this
I don't
time.
respect anything.
That's fair.
Next question.
Next
Anyways,
question.
it's gonna be fixed next time.
Yeah, we're working on it. What has been the most fun part of working on the short circuits, and what is the most frustrating? And this comes from we did the time warp again. I'll go
That's
first.
who said it.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, we did the time warp again. Asks what's been the most fun part of working on the short circuits, and then what's the most frustrating?
I don't know about frustrating. It's been fun to just like try things and feel it out with the community. And also like I've been betting way more, so Joel and I have been trying to climb the ladder. That's been a lot of fun.
Mhm.
It's very hard.
I would assume that's also the most frustrating thing is that you.
That is also the most frustrating. So
The
I
big
can't
ladder.
hit a 4-win
Yeah.
combo. Yeah. Oh my god. Yeah.
I think for me, I mean, it's been a lot of fun watching people respond to the new systems. I have the express privilege of being the person that reads every message in the feedback channel. So it's always really exciting to me when people are thrilled about something because it's just a lot of people saying like really nice stuff or talking about how this changed their experience or talking about how it impacted their ability to really enjoy the game or take time away. Like that's all very exciting and rewarding. And seeing everybody that sort of got bogged down in expansion and how overwhelming it was be able to just like chill out a little bit. Like we're having super casual chats about lore on the server, just having some like fun and permanent conversations. Elections are easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. Like it's great. Frustration wise, I don't know. I think the price of trying a bunch of new things on a live service means that a lot of things are going to break. And as the person that communicates when something has broken or what has gone wrong, it has increased my workload to make sure that the community is staying abreast of what's up, what's a bug, what's not. Because with Blaseball, who knows? But it's a fun challenge, and I'm really enjoying the circuits so far.
Yeah, that's a good point. It's definitely been bumpier at times, just with like rolling out stuff, trying things than we maybe normally would be.
But I appreciate the flexibility always from everybody. Having fun, rolling with it, learning new stuff together. It's what it's all about. Teamwork, friendship. Got a weird energy tonight. Elena, Gabe, what about you?
I don't know.
Math.
Wow.
Math
Yeah.
was rough.
Yeah.
That was the most frustrating. That was pretty frustrating trying to figure out what was wrong with it. There was a lot of stuff that was just like it was stupid, like it broke because of a stupid thing.
One thing I really respect about you is that like half of your time is working with his CSS, and the thing you complain about is math, and that to me is beautiful.
Listen, math when you can't see it. CSS is math you can see, so it's not math. Does that make sense?
Secret math.
It makes sense.
Math enters the secret base. Is that it? Is that anything?
You did a whole Blaseball.
Good job. Good job.
That's what I'm here for.
The most fun thing is working with you all.
Aww.
And the most frustrating thing is that most of the stuff
It's working with you.
Yeah, I know.
Hey now. Hey now. The most frustrating thing is that a lot of the stuff that we're doing, we haven't been able to show you guys yet because it's still a work in progress. We have so many things that we're sort of working on, and it doesn't make sense to talk about them because they can change, blah blah blah. But that's the most frustrating for sure, is that we are like so deep in other things that aren't on the website yet.
I was
Yeah.
so excited for when the new bet stuff was coming out because it looks so different, right? I was like, I spent so much time on that, and I was like, finally, everyone can see it. Finally.
Yeah, there's a lot of very, very cool stuff that I'm very excited about, and that first day where people get to see it and play around with it is such a delight. It's gonna be dope. Okay.
Yeah. Or horribly broken.
Or an absolute nightmare. I almost cussed
Dumpster,
again.
let's see.
Oops.
Yeah.
Or it'll be both. The duality of man, the two genders.
The duality of Blaseball.
The duality of
Either it
baseball.
works or it doesn't.
Sorry, works and dumpster?
Doesn't.
Doesn't.
Oh, doesn't.
Dumpster is also
Yeah.
is the third
Next
duality.
Flaming dumpster pit. Functional. The
Mhm.
two genders.
That's right. Next question.
I can't ask the next question because Joel is going to be the only one that's able to answer it, and Joel is MIA, so I'm going to ask the next one.
We could just do a moment of silence
which
for
one
that
is it?
question.
It's about where cards fall, and none of us worked
then
on
yeah.
it.
I worked on it.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe you'll have an answer.
Maybe.
Well, why don't we just circle back when Joel's
Let's-
back?
Sure.
Well, let's see where the cards fall.
Yeah.
Wow.
Throw it out there. I can
I'm gonna
answer a
mute
little
you.
bit from. I would like Joel to be able to talk. Joel was on it. I was on it at the very end.
Yeah.
And I did a very little bit of work on it.
Okay. I'm just going to bold
The
it.
only thing you did is specifically what this question is at. Okay, next question.
How does working on Blaseball compare to creating more traditional games? I'm especially interested in hearing from non-writing team folks. From Haley.
So me, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I know
I've
Gabe's
never-
worked on a few other games, and Steven's
I guess-
definitely. So I think we can all talk about it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can talk about it probably the least.
Yeah, actually, I
Talk
could talk
about
about
it.
it the least. I've never worked on another game that wasn't mine,
You can talk about that.
but it also was. I don't know. I've only really worked on tabletop games, which is obviously very different because there's like a level of.
Less
It's like not.
serious
It's
stuff.
not a video game at all. It's like similar, but like I don't want to say it's different, but
Yeah.
it's still different design. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Someone else
Cool.
answer.
Okay.
So I think the
go ahead,
biggest
Gabe.
differences are one, that in your like more traditional video games, you work on them for a very, very, very long time and then ship them. So you're working on it for like 2 to 3 years, and then you're releasing it, and you're like, oh my god, I hope people like this. So when that's the case, you tend to like spend a lot of time hopefully like getting people to play it before it's ready. You're sort of like changing things as you see developments, and you're playing all these other games. When you the point in your life at which you start one and finish one can be dramatically different. And Blaseball is a lot more accelerated. We've like been through sort of if you count short circuits, like 3 entire different iterations of what the game is, in a time frame where another game wouldn't even have been released necessarily. We would still be working on like proving the sort of core concept of it, proving the sort of most basic stuff out. And so from that perspective, we have to be way more flexible and way less precious when it comes to sort of each individual piece, because there's so much time pressure to say like, okay, we have this idea, we need it to be in the game. If it's going to be in the game, it has to be in the next 2 weeks, because that's when we need it for story reasons. So we either do that or we don't. The expansion era has a ton of examples of this, and especially the last week I think is the best one, where in that case the time frame was way more like, if we want this thing to be built, we have to start coding it now and have it done in 9 hours, because that's when a team is going to hit the corner. So that's sort of the biggest difference, is really that when it's time to do something, it's time to do it right now, and the first sort of version of it that we do is the one that gets gets put up for all of you?
Yeah, you try to get some testing in, but it's really play testing with your audience, which is just wild. Every game that I've been a part of has had like a development cycle of like 7 years and 5 years, and like what remains of Edith Finch is like a bunch of different prototypes that are strung together, that were continuously being refined and polished, and some were like completely thrown out. There's my brother designed a game, a part of that game, like a prototype that, for if anybody that's played it, like Milton's story was completely different. It was a very ambitious, basically, prototype that ultimately was like, if the team realized quickly, like after they made Cannery and the in Molly's story, that like if they kept making it at that scale, they would just never finish the game. So they, were able, but they were still refining things, figuring out what could fit together and work, and then polishing. And then you have to like, put it out there and wait months, and then people play it. That instant feedback with Blaseball is like extremely exciting, scary a lot of the time. But it's really fun. You have to just be like Gabe said, way looser, way more flexible, willing to like, knowing that you got a thing to where it is shippable within Blaseball terms, and is, that level of polish that it will work, and then we can continue to iterate on it with the community.
Yeah.
And I think being flexible when it doesn't is another really important thing, where so many other games, like, you want the full experience to be like, okay, I'm going to give you this thing and let you play it for 3 to 20,000 hours. And Blaseball is more like, this thing is going to happen once and we're all going to see it together.
Yeah.
And whatever actually happens is what happened. And if it breaks, okay, then the world broke.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's like building the train track in front of you, but also ripping the train track up behind you at the same time.
There's
to
only
build
so
it
much
in front
train
of you.
track. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have 3 pieces of track, and you have to
you have 3
decide
pieces
where
of
they
track,
go.
and you gotta keep going, or else you're gonna hit the end.
Yeah, we've talked about it like before in plenty of interviews, but it is a lot like GMing an ongoing campaign in a TTR, PG and legacy game, where so much of it has to be improvisational, because we do plan things and we build things out over time, but like, a lot of it is just we have to have things ready on Sunday and it's Tuesday, so what are we doing? And roll with that.
Yeah, there's a lot of improv, and from a community perspective, I realize I have worked on another game. I am also the community manager for Young Horses, who made Octodad and Bug Snacks. Let's go Bunker. We love Bunker. Actually, Scoopy Banoopy is my favorite bug snack, but that's beside the point. I think the moderation aspect, like planning for a community for a game that is released once and then like may have content updates or may have a sequel or anything else that may happen in the future versus a live game, is so different. And I was sort of learning both of them at the same time. Like, I started doing Blaseball stuff and Young Horses stuff at around the same time last year, and the level of engagement and the way that we approach like conflict and moderation in a server where so much of the experience of Blaseball is being in the Discord, and what it means to take away someone's access to the Discord, or what it means to moderate in a community perspective in a space where people actually are playing the game in a way that's very different from like a game that has a built-in community aspect if you're like chatting with folks online, or if you are playing Bug Snacks, for instance, and it's just like you play it on your computer, you play it on the PlayStation, and then you can go into the Discord to chat or draw fan art or share headcanons, whatever.
Yes, I do.
Yeah, and the activity is also extremely different. Like, when Bug Snacks came out, it was all I was doing. I was like, half of my day was Blaseball, half of my day was Bug Snacks, and then as it's been out for a while, we've dwindled down to sort of a smaller core group of people that are just still, hyper fixated or really enjoy the game. We're on the Blaseball server. There's always new content. There's always that level of like constant activity and excitement at new stuff.
Yeah, shout out to you and all of the sluggers and keepers because I've never experienced anything like this. It's like
It's
whether
constant.
yeah, no other game that I've ever worked on has this level of engagement. You're building it with the community, and it's just normally it's like you put a game out and like you wait for some reviews to filter in, and you try not to read all of them and see what people think online or whatever, and then that's it, and you work on the next thing. This is just constant feedback.
Yeah, you hope you make enough money to make the next game and then disappear for a few years and then show up again with something new and say, do you like this?
The biggest difference between working on Blaseball and working on another game is that Blaseball is not a game. Next question.
Wow. Hot take.
All right.
I mean, and I guess I would say live service. It's a live service experience, right? So, and there's a lot of what we're talking about exists all around the industry, but it's that coupled with the speed, as Gabe was saying, that is just.
It's a live service, but it's not like there's an expansion every 6 months. There's an expansion.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Every
hour. DLC drop Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
it's not
every week. Yeah.
Wrath of the Lich King isn't dropping.
Yeah,
Blaseball is not a metaverse. No, it is not.
No.
Next question.
I really
First of all,
one day.
He stole that from Persona 5. Second of all.
I would
That's
love one
the
day.
metaverse, very different.
Mm-hmm.
I would love one day for us to all give a.
Bria, just keep talking.
I would love one day for us to all sort of talk about the differences in just Blaseball as a development process compared to other games and give like a GDC talk or talk at PAX, or one day I'm just going to get the credentials to our Medium and just start writing blog posts about my thoughts about community and put them out into the world.
Just do that.
With all of my spare time, I'll give it a shot, but that kind of stuff is so interesting to me, and the differences, because I'll try to do research, y'all. I will go, okay, we're going to tackle a new problem. We're going to tackle a new project. I'm going to make sure I'm prepared. I'm going to see what other people have done. I'm going to reach out to my peers. And everybody's like, what are you talking about? I've never had to do that. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah, so make Bria give a GDC talk.
Bria give a GDC talk.
I'm going to write that down.
Yeah, okay. I love both attention, public speaking. I said both. I'm going to list 3 things. I love attention, public speaking, and talking with people about my experiers and their experiences and learning together. So
there's one more thing you love, Bria, and it's the next question.
Whoa.
Ooh. Great. Are there any particular players whose character arc, as decided by the sim, are you really satisfied with? This can include things
Next question.
Tillman Henderson.
Tillman Henderson was also going to be my answer, actually. This one's from Ario Kart. Thank you, Ario Kart. I love Tillman Henderson's story. I love that little dirtbag.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, I know it's old Discipline stuff, but Mike Townsend and the Mike Townsend trio of songs gets me every time. That was one of the first story moments where I was like, oh, this is extremely cool, and got really emotionally invested. Was the Mike Townsend to Necromancy Jalen sort of arc. So it has a special place in my heart always. It's my answer.
Yeah. I mean, Elena.
So my answer is gonna be Mike Townsend.
I was thinking about what she was saying, and I went. Sorry.
I don't know. I guess Jalen. I just I don't know. The Necromancy is always funny to me. It's still my favorite to this day.
And then fighting the shelled one on.
Yeah, that whole bit was really cool.
Come on.
It's great. I don't know. Big fan.
Yeah.
The end of Discipline was absurd in how perfectly it all sort of came together. And then Expansion was very focused on sort of team scale, so we didn't have as many of those this player has a very specific end, with the exception of a shout out to our boy Rat Mason.
Rat Mason
and Wyatt, all the Wyatts as well.
Goodness, yeah.
Oh, Rat.
Yeah.
Scurrying around.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Next question.
Yeah.
Next question.
Pudge is also very good to me.
Oh yeah, and
Who?
Pudge. I mean,
Pudge,
Who?
the
It
one that
was-
wandered out of the hall.
Who?
it was too hot. It was too hot in here, but I was wearing
Yeah, that's good.
Pudge refused to die.
my Pudge shirt.
That's good.
Me too,
Sure.
bud. Me too. Okay. Next question. This one
also,
is. Oh, go ahead.
Boyfriend Montreal.
Oh, yeah.
Boyfriend
That was a good
Montreal.
one.
Winnie Hess also. The arc of Winnie Hess
Yeah, our Winnie.
is very good.
Mm-hmm.
Winnie.
Oh wow. How could I forget about Chorby Soul?
I mean,
There's no closure.
Maybe we
there.
should forget about Chorby actually.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Remember when Chorby?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when Chorby broke the website on Safari?
Hmm.
No, I already
I
locked
do.
Chorby in the vault. I'll never remember him again.
That was really funny. We should do that
Great.
again.
That was great.
Okay, we're collectively erasing Chorby from the consciousness.
Mhm.
Only Chorby Soul. Chorby Short can stick
Chorby
Yeah.
around.
Short, yeah.
Chorby
it's
Short,
amazing.
salad, and beautiful.
The only Chorby, right?
Yeah.
The only Chorby.
That's right.
Okay. This one is probably also a bit of a Joel question, but I think we can swing it.
Mm-hmm.
Is the
Joel
idea that fans have about a big dial that says weather accurate? And if not, what
No.
accounts for the difference in frequency of weather events
No.
between
Mhm.
seasons? And this is
The
from
weather dial is
Wanderers of
extremely small.
Yeah, it's not big at all. It's one
like
of those little
medium
ones that you
size.
put on a mixer.
Yeah. It's
It
actually
is,
it's actually a
There is
slide.
dial. Yeah. There's a dial, and each one of us DMs Joel separately throughout the week, asking him to crank it.
Yeah, it's like a
higher.
blind, like a blind thing where we all deem him a number to turn it, and he
Yeah.
has to turn them all exactly, and no one knows what anybody else sent, so no one else knows the number but him.
Yeah.
It's
Mhm.
the weather dial. It's an old school telephone.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
tele-
it's a
he, has,
telephone.
he
You
turns the
set-
dial and he has to call the weather guy and
It
be like,
can't
this
be
is
a
the weather I
telephone.
want.
We have too many telephones.
Next question.
Next question. Oh wait, there's a cat behind you, Gabe. Can we see it?
No.
Ooh,
Next question.
okay. All right.
Wow.
Spicy.
Yeah, geez. How do you decide what pregame rituals are added? Is it one person choosing the entire team, or do you ever add new ones? And then bonus.
No. We
Can
don't.
I finish
we
the
don't-
question?
Oh,
The-
I thought
the players
I
get
didn't
to
bonus.
choose-
That's two
player-
questions.
Okay.
The players get to choose their own ritual, Bria.
Yeah.
Don't patronize me.
We don't
All right,
make
what was
them
the
do
bo-
Don't
what
anything.
was the
patronize
bon-
me
what
on
was
my
the bo-
stream, Gabriel.
What was the bonus?
The
What was
bonus
the
was
bonus?
if you could add a pregame ritual right now, what would it be? And this is from
Hmm.
Gold Birch.
Hmm.
Making hot chocolate. It's my pregame
Nice.
ritual.
There's a lot in there that I feel like I always forget how big it is, how many
Mhm.
are actually in there. I think it's just
Yeah.
because we have so many freaking players. But there's like a lot. I always think of one and then I want to add it and I realize it's already in there.
How many
Or
are
like
there?
something very similar is already in there.
Mm-hmm.
I would. I'd probably say posting
Mm.
would be a fun one.
Posting. I'm gonna
Yeah.
look at it and see if
It might
posting.
be in there.
Please don't add posting.
I'm not gonna add anything. I'm just gonna look and see if posting.
Emily brought up. I think it was Emily brought up. Fist fighting the sea, which I forgot.
That's
about.
another
one.
I
That's
forgot
a-
about
that's
that
a very
one.
good
That's in
one.
there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in there, yeah.
That's a
Yeah,
good
I don't know.
energy to bring.
It's just whatever's true to the player. I don't know what I would add. I'm sure I don't know, like congealing, but that's probably in there, right?
That's in
Like,
there
I don't know,
for
sure,
sure.
for
Yeah.
sure, right?
Yeah, congealing is in there.
See?
Yeah.
Picking out a fancy cheese.
Nice. Put that in.
Yeah,
Building a
that's not in it.
charcuterie board.
Yeah, charcuterie is good.
Yeah.
I like that.
Mhm.
Love some charcuterie.
Charcuterie.
I'm not adding these for real at the moment. I'm
Coward.
writing them down so we remember.
Yeah, so
Okay.
we remember. Good. Yeah, we
Cool.
need
Do
to
later.
talk about that. Yeah.
Reading manga. That's what I
Oh,
would
there we
say.
go.
Good.
Pickleball. Yeah, put pickleball in. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pickleball's good.
I searched reading and there's 2 rituals in here with the word reading in it. Reading and reading theory.
Uh huh.
Oh, that's solid.
Can you add
I would-
praxis?
I
No.
think practice. No,
No.
it's not in here.
No. Web comics would be another good one.
That
Mm.
one. Which one?
Just
Next
in
Just in
general.
general.
Not a specific one.
I was like, I have a recommendation, but
Okay.
Using your seasonal depression light as a ring light for your Twitch stream about
It's
the
too
video
long.
game company
That's-
that you work
yeah,
for.
you gotta shorten that.
shrink it? Can we?
No. I was just explaining what I'm doing right now.
Oh,
I don't
okay.
have like a ring light, so I just turn on my seasonal depression lamp and put it up so it lights me well.
Pre-game ritual, seasonal depression.
No, we're
Seasonal
not
depre-
putting seasonal depression.
Write it
No.
down.
I'm vetoing that one.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
fair.
There's been something that had to be vetoed.
Asking you if you want to see their cask of Amontillado.
Mhm.
I wanted to make a team called the Amontillado Sherries.
Oh, that's good.
That's good. That is good. You shouldn't have told them. Now we
And
can't do it.
the what
Now we
is
can.
the
Really
motto
fun.
be like, come see my wine.
Yeah, come
Don't
see your
worry about the
Amontillado
bricks.
Sherry's.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Look at my basement.
Yeah.
That's our slogan.
The basement is a great ballpark.
It's a
name.
good ballpark name too. We are
I think we
giving
should
all
make
of this
a-
away.
Or even
This
island could be
this
like
team is going to appear on
Blueberry.
Twitter in about 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Good.
And you know what? Not
Some good
canon.
names.
It's
It
gonna
won't
be
have
me.
it won't have the correct emoji or the
Mhm.
colors, so it's
Mhm.
not canon.
That's true.
I will say though, like Alan Poe is a very good baseball name.
That is a good bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alan, but Alan spelled differently than the way
Like
Alan is
A-L-
spelled.
A-L-E-N.
Growth the Raven. Another good baseball name right there, potentially.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Come
cool.
on.
Raven
can't-
quote.
It's yes.
a little,
and.
it's
Can't do that.
No, Steven, your idea sucks. Actually,
The first rule of improv is no.
Steven,
I just say no to people's
sucking
jokes.
ass. We bullied Steven off the stream.
All right, next question.
Welcome back.
If you had put on the Pudge shirt, would have been a good bit.
I should have done it.
Come
It's
back
too
in a
hot.
face
Do you want to
full
try
of makeup.
again?
You
Do
should
you
have
wanna-
come back
you
in
wanna-
your joke.
Yeah, do you want us to bully you off camera
no,
again?
No, I don't want to be.
Do a quick change for Inside of Blaseball. While Steven's away, actually Steven probably answer this question.
His headphones are probably off.
It's fine. He's like, I'm done actually with the stream. I've answered enough questions. I'm out. Sleepy wants to know, what was it like working with the anchor? Probably Quinn's like the human being, not like the anchor in kayfabe, but I suppose we could do either, depending on how people are feeling.
It was mad tight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Consummate professional to his very end.
Yeah,
Was
Quinn's
that
is
the
very
very
cool.
end? Oh no.
Oh no, yeah, that's true. Black hole went chomp.
Mhm.
That's how black holes work.
Yep, they went chomp with their big black hole teeth.
Like,
I mean,
like antlers.
it's
Like antlers.
a sincere answer to this question is that it
Antlers
was
are the teeth of black holes. Sorry.
Give the sincere answer.
the sincere answer is that working with the anchor was wonderful.
Yeah. Shout out to Quinn's and Annie. Both
Yeah.
of them.
Annie did the camera work and drew
illustrations.
all of the
All
wonderful
the illustrations.
white
Be
But
beautiful art.
I love
And,
all of those illustrations.
honestly it was so cool working with them because every single time we were very much doing the thing with the train tracks, right, laying them down in front of us, and their job was to basically say like, this is what the fuck just happened.
They were following the train tracks with a camera.
With the GoPro.
They were on the
Racing after
train.
the train.
And I think every single time they showed us something, it was
Yeah.
so much more wonderful than we were expecting and could have hoped for.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're not on the Discord, y'all.
We can cuss, but like
No,
we
you
try
can't
not
do
to.
Yeah.
I can cuss, but I won't. Well, it's fine.
And you're only allowed to curse, but like if it was a song they play on the radio.
Yeah. If I ever
That's
get
explicit.
a Blaseball tattoo, chat, you can't cuss.
No.
you
I'm-
have to
I'm
get
a-
a job at the game band before you're able to cuss.
Oh wow.
No, I'm not modding you,
Legally.
Steven, so you can cuss.
Steven, you're not going to be a mod, so you can say bad words in chat. If I ever get a Blaseball tattoo, which is something that I've talked about a lot, I've considered getting the evolution emote that we have on the Blaseball Discord of the guy that's like strong and cool looking, because I'm like, that's
Nice.
dope.
Yeah.
Love that art. I think it would be funny. So stay tuned, I guess. If you want a matching tattoo with me, you can get it as
Do it.
well.
Yeah.
We can all get
Anyway,
matching tattoos. Wouldn't that be cute?
Next question.
Next question. This one comes to us from Thoreau, not Henry David. When
Wanted to hear
Good
from-
joke, Bria.
Thanks, Steven. I
This
really
song is
appreciate your friendship and
literature.
validation in this public forum. It's really valuable to me.
What did he do again?
He wrote about like being in the woods or something. It's not
Yeah,
like-
That's right.
He went
I
to a
remember
cabin
laundry.
and like
You wrote
talked about
Walden.
transcendentalism while his mom did his laundry and brought him food. He pretended like he was cool.
Freaking
for
He was
Jesus.
late.
busy.
I read a lot of
and
people
planting
in
beans.
high school and
Yeah.
college.
I love to be busy writing and planting beans so that
Yeah.
my mom brings me things and does that kind of labor for me so I could be a
Yeah,
successful
moms rule.
man.
Oh my
Moms are
god,
the
his
best.
Wikipedia page has a whole section on the pronunciation of his name.
It's
All
Henry.
right.
Thoreau
Wait,
wants
so
to know-
what's the question?
When looking to implement new modifiers, how does the design process go? Mechanics, visual design, icons, etc. What's that
That's
process
a good
like?
question.
It's a good question.
Legitimately, the question is no. Legitimately, the question. The answer is it comes in a variety of ways. Like sometimes we have an idea for mechanic, and then we say, okay, how are we going to fit this in? How are we going to brand it? What's the narrative flavor to it? Sometimes we have a bad pun, and then we say, how do we make this a mechanic?
That is subjective.
A lot of them come just their like name of mod. It's just like the name of it, and it's like, what does this do? I don't know.
Let's figure it out.
That goes for like Renos and a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My favorite is when the writer's meeting gets really quiet and then Gabe starts laughing to himself with no prompting and then like laughs harder and we'll be like, oh, what? And it'll just like escalate. And then Gabe will share the most haunting idea I've heard in at least 2 weeks. And we go, that's perfect. Put it in the game. Those are the best.
Yeah, and
We
then
will-
Also the worst.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead, Elena.
I was just gonna say that usually the colors and the icons come last because it's based on the mod and also what we've already used.
Yeah. Branding in that way is usually...
But there will be meetings where someone said something and then the whole meeting got derailed because we had to spend however long figuring out how to fit that into
how to make it happen.
the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was Stables like that?
Stables was kind of like that.
Like half of the meeting we were talking
wanted
about
a
Stables.
No, for Stables we wanted a mechanical effect that would cure instability. So you get stabled. So that's how that came. Something like saying like hotel, motel, holiday, inn. I don't know how that came in. So we
Okay.
said
I hate it
holiday
here.
inning, and then we were oh, all right.
Some of the mods we have to come up with, and some of them are delivered via divine inspiration.
By the
Hotel
universe.
Motel producing a holiday inning is an example of like it's like you discover something in math where you're like, this was always
that's right.
true, but now we can describe it.
Now we've revealed it. Yeah.
Now we've revealed it. Sometimes things in Blaseball are like that. Sometimes we make them up ourselves, and those either come from, as we're saying, we get the idea for like, what is this thing, and sometimes it's more like we have this idea for a mechanical effect because it ties in nicely with how should we brand it to match thematically or narratively. Someone asked why shelled and alternate have the same colors. I
don't have an answer.
We can tell you why that is, and it's because
I love whatever's happening here.
What is going on?
Gabe's calling multiple alternates and seeing if any of his alternates have answers. Yeah, I think 70% of working at the Gabe band is puns. Maybe like 65%.
Yeah.
But like
65% 15% is math, and the
Ma-
rest is
Shit
I don't know.
posting.
yeah.
It's not all puns.
No, yeah.
It's not all
Sometimes it's
puns.
wordplay.
That's why I said it's
That's
65%.
what a pun is.
Mm.
No,
Sometimes there are portmanteaus.
yeah, sometimes there are portmanteaus.
So I
yeah.
guess it's 65% wordplay,
Yeah.
which encompasses puns.
Yeah,
It's
And
like
some
a
other
square
ones.
and a rectangle situation.
Yeah.
Mhm.
sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
I remember I think it was like my first week. I was very anxious about suggesting ideas, but we were in a meeting, and I was like, "Hey Joel, have you had anybody say like sunken cost yet? Like the sunken cost fallacy because of the whole like sinking and sharks and also capitalism thing?" And Joel's like, "No, I don't think so." And then I was like, just put it under your hat for next time. And he's like, haha, okay, I'm gonna write that down. And then later that day it was on the website, and I was like, oh, this is what making video games is, being really stupid about puns.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It's my only writing credit.
That's not true.
That's not true, but I'll cherish it forever. Still.
No, you basically came up with Among Us, Fall Guys Among Us. That's your other.
We
writing.
don't talk about the
we
semicentennial.
don't talk about
We don't
that
talk
one.
about the
Next
semicentennial.
question. Yeah.
Let's see. What is the next question? Okay. What was the most unexpected thing to come out of Blaseball, whether it be from the community or the developers? And this is from Adele. Now the chat is just spamming Fall Guys Among Us.
I'm
What-
pretty sure we've mentioned that before. So
No, we
yeah.
have.
Well, it's always a hit.
I know.
What is a legacy? Planting seeds in a garden.
You
never
okay?
get
Also,
to
every
see.
time you read the question, I like immediately forget everything you just said.
What was the thing that we were most surprised by?
What's the
from
most
game or the
unexpected thing to
community?
come out of Blaseball?
I mean, I kind of feel like we get this question often.
Yeah.
So like it's there's so much. It's the art and just everything coming out of the community, the side projects, the music, the raising money, like Blaseball Cares, raising money for like really great organizations and nonprofits, and there's just so much. It's probably the saga of Sam and Steve, I would probably say, if I had to pick a most unexpected, because I saw a recap of that like this past week. It was almost a year to the day. It was a year ago this week, and just reading the sentences of
Sam and Steve.
CRISPR.
Yeah.
Sibber uncovers CRISPR was just like wild. So probably that, but it's everything.
I thought you were saying Sam and Steve, and I was
No.
like, who is
Who's
Steve?
Not me.
I was like, is this like a podcast I have?
No.
Oh yeah, your name is.
No, I do not. Yeah, no.
Steven's like, I will leave if you come.
Yeah, I will quit.
I literally didn't associate
No,
your name with it, so don't worry
yeah.
about it.
Look at that cat.
Go man. What a funny nose. What a sin against nature. I love Go Man. The most unexpected thing for me is a full-time job in the games industry. A little bit. Didn't expect that to happen. Super jazzed about it. But beyond that, everything that Steven mentioned, I still get so wilded out that there are multiple bands that make music about the story of Blaseball. Like the fact that there are people out there that were so interested and like inspired by the story and felt like engaged and liked what was being made enough to be like, I'm gonna make more cool stuff about that, and that it's like good, like not to insult some musicians, but like the fact that the music rips and slaps, and that all of the Blaseball bands just write like kick butt tunes is so dope, and I am delighted by it every time it happens.
Bria.
Yeah.
Sorry, chat. Just hold on a second. I just have to share something in community. So,
where should I
as we Isn't it here? Did I just post it?
Oh my god.
Where are you
You
posting?
did. It's in community.
Is it in the chat?
It's
No,
in
it's in-
Blaseball
it's in
community in Slack.
Slack.
Okay.
Wow.
I want to point out that not only did they create the Amontillado Sherry's in 10 minutes, they didn't include my bad idea for a name. They even said no.
They even said, Steven,
Yeah. So,
be better.
You know what?
They put gothic fiction instead of
Yeah.
Raven.
Yeah. I'll have.
No.
Parker
Steven.
custom.
Koth the Raven is a
No, I'm whatever. Moving on.
We could make the Telltale Hearts.
Can I post pictures in chat? How does this work?
You
No?
can't
Yeah.
put no. It don't have to be a link. It
You just
doesn't
show
do
them.
pictures.
Share your screen.
Don't share your screen.
No.
All right.
Just tell them where did you find this? Where did you see this?
It's in the
It's on the
Discord.
Discord.
Okay.
It's in Watch
We're not
Party.
we're not screen sharing. We're gonna get. in
Yeah, I
trouble.
was like,
Yeah.
I can try to figure out how to
Sorry.
do this, but
That's-
it's a risky business. I'm not gonna narrate it out loud. That's not good audio or visual for anybody. It's just me
Just
going.
it's in Watch Party. Someone will probably post like
Yeah, you'll find it.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
can post a screen cap of it, a link. I don't know in
Yeah.
Twitch chat later.
Yeah,
Don't
we
worry
got
about
it. Ooh, we got it. It's fine. Don't worry about it. If you know, you know. You know?
No.
So, this one, I didn't write who it came from. I'm so sorry. I'm having a sleepy day. If you had to make a Blaseball spin-off game, what would it be like? What genre? What would it be about?
Listen, this feels like it was directly targeted at me to break whatever confidential agreement I have with the game band because
That's true.
just
Be
things
quiet.
are rifling through my mind. I know, I'm gonna shut up. I'll mute myself.
Don't
Yeah,
say
don't-
any.
Go. Don't even mouth anything.
Oh yeah, now
That's
we can't hear you, Steven. You can say
That's
whatever
great.
you want now.
They can read your lips.
So
Steven's just
any-
like cussing quietly.
Yeah, you can swear. That's fine.
a Blaseball side game,
Yeah.
like a
spin-off
mini
game.
game or
Like a
like a
spin-off.
whole.
Although, no, I won't say it. There's something I want to pitch. I want to pitch
Is-
constantly.
Is
but-
it?
What?
Is it just what if we made Mass Effect, but it was Blaseball?
No. I'll say it because I don't think it'll ever happen. I want there to be a fishing mini game in Blaze.
No, okay, no, stop talking. Stop
Okay.
talking. Okay. Next question.
Mhm.
I didn't get to answer. You didn't get to answer.
Go ahead.
Okay. I would love a like walking simulator style horror experience. The way that like kind of like Night in the Woods, like narrative based where you walk around and like engage with people and engage with the world, but it's not like like you don't have to be good at video games to have a good time, and you don't have to like know necessarily the inherent language of games in order to explore the world and interact with different characters. And I think like the larger character driven arcs are very compelling to me, and I think any like narrative twine, like text based, not like any of those sorts of like, those are all the kinds of games I play anyway. I think that would be fun to do a side story.
Yeah.
Five Nights at Loot Crates.
Yeah.
Five Nights at Loot.
Five Nights at
Right
Loot
camera.
Crate.
No, that's funny. I think my pitch, my spinoff would be it's Blaseball again, but it's upside down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it's just the website but upside down, and
Yeah.
also the physics are all backwards. So when they throw the ball, it goes
Mhm.
up into like
Oh,
it
okay.
actually is
That we can do.
upside
Yeah.
down, and so the
Mhm.
game is physically incapable of being played because the gravity's upside down.
That we can do. Yeah.
Finally, we
That's
figured
good.
out how to stop Blaseball.
The truth is, like, we're always throwing out Blaseball ideas, but it takes a lot of time and energy to make Blaseball. So
That's-
Yeah.
I did pitch upside down Blaseball when we had under championships. That one time everything was upside down. I said it would be very funny if for like just Monday the whole website was upside down.
Mhm.
But then I tried it and I was like, this is already too much work. So
Yeah,
I
the
said,
the
the
accessibility
other idea
aspect
that
of
you
it.
had that we
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
do, which is a good idea that we should do, was to just put the ticker at the bottom.
yeah, I was gonna put the
Oh,
ticker at
yeah.
the bottom.
That
of
was
the
a really
site.
good idea.
That is very funny.
Which we might, I don't know. I just think it'd be very funny to just move stuff for no reason.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Not for no reason, for very good reason.
For the reason that it's funny. I think what's interesting about Blaseball in a lot of ways is that there is such a level of like irreverent either parody or like mimicry, or you know, like we take a lot of tropes or like integrated aspects of other genres or like pieces of media and integrate them in a way into Blaseball. And so to like say like what would we make like a side experience of Blaseball as, you know, they're probably conversations that we've had being like, oh, from this genre we could pull this, from this we could pull this, and like use that as a way to add on to the Blaseball experience. So
I don't think it would be anything that people would expect, though.
yeah, gotta keep them guessing. But yeah, that
I
was
probably want to make a party-based RPG.
yeah. Just give everybody a gun in Blaseball, and
Well,
it's
like
PvP on the website.
Like
Yeah.
in MMO, where everyone
It's an
like
MMO,
chooses their class, and you know.
It's a PvP zone only.
Yeah, no teams anymore.
You can't turn it
Everyone
off.
is an individual player, and you're out for blood. Everybody has a gun blade.
Yeah,
Let's
you're
just
up
give
for
everyone
blood.
HP and not explain what that it does.
Yeah, that's like
Right.
perfect.
We need to move on, or we're
Yes,
need to
yes,
get
it's true.
close to
It's
actually
true.
saying something.
Okay.
Yeah.
This one comes to us from. Oh my goodness, this one comes to us from Ren Smile, but my brain does this thing where it reads a bunch of letters and then interprets them as something different. And I really thought it said Renesmee, and I was like, oh goodness. It's
Classic Renesmee.
classic
Blaseball fan. Our
classic
biggest fan.
Twilight Blaseball fan. So
that-
sorry, Ren Smile. What is your personal favorite tarot card? And then they put in parentheses, and why is it the Tower? J.K. Bria, you don't need to read this part in the parentheses here. I don't need to, but I want to. Favorite tarot card? Or
Don't
personal
read into
tarot
this.
card?
Do not read deeper into this.
What did
But
you
it's
say?
Don't read any deeper into this. Take it at very face value. My
Yes.
favorite tarot card is the Hangman.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Why?
I have reasons that I will not explain.
Yeah.
Heard.
Yeah, obvious.
Heard.
I don't think I do have a favorite tarot card. Brisket, do you have a favorite tarot card? Anything you
God,
think?
it's not because it's
Yeah.
upside down. I'm sorry.
Bria, what's your favorite?
I was so delighted by the chirps. My favorite tarot card is Death.
Nice.
That's my second favorite.
Yeah, I
Can
used
I
to always be
mute
like
Bria?
spooked by it. What?
Mm-hmm.
Can I mute you?
I don't know.
Oh, stupid.
Why?
No.
Stupid.
You always used to be spooked by it.
Yeah, I used to be spooked by the card before I like learned about tarot, and I was like,
Mhm.
oh my god, Death, it's so bad, it's so scary. And then when it's like, oh no, it's about like new beginnings and like the deaths of old things and then starting anew, or like the end of the harvest, being able to like prepare the land for the eventual like rebirth.
Yeah.
That idea of being comfortable with endings and being comfortable with things
With the
closing
deathness.
for the ultimate like fertilization
of
and
your
then
enemies.
rebirth.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's my shit. Oop,
The death
that's
of the
my
kind
stuff.
of capitalism.
Yeah.
Wow, Bria.
Sorry.
So sweet.
Oh, brisket.
I will say I won't go on about this, but and I may have said this before, but like for obviously the tarot that was in Blaseball is not like, it was like a bastardized, us messing with tarot for I think thematic reasons, whatever. But I think tarot is really amazing. There's a two card pull or read, The Emperor in the World. I pulled at a time when I really needed that reading, and I pulled it 3 times in a row, and that will stick with me forever. It was wild.
Me too, Brisket.
Me too, brisket.
Yeah.
That's so good. All right. Well, this is the question that we've all been waiting for. The one that caused a stir on the Game Band Slack when I posted it, and the one that I've done the
No.
most research for all day.
Brisket's leaving.
That's for the best.
Someone made Quoth de Raven on the Amontillado Sherries, and their current vibe is 5 down arrows with unimaginably abysmal.
I'm adding that as a vibe, but
That's
only for
unimaginably abysmal.
Good
But it
Wow.
only happens on any player with the name Steven or Bell.
Mhm.
Wow.
wow.
This
Brutal.
question, I also forgot to write down who wrote this because I ran so quickly to my Google Doc to paste it. Sorry in advance, everybody. But this question is, if you had to eat one Muppet, which one would you eat, and why? Why do you suppose you have to eat a Muppet?
Baby Yoda.
Baby Yoda.
You asked. We had a whole thing trying to figure out what Baby Yoda's name was.
And you just said Baby
Oh,
Yoda.
Gorple. It's Gorple.
Gargle.
Yogurt.
It's
Y'all?
Gorpoo.
Grogu. It's Grogu.
Right.
No,
Yeah. That.
it's Goku.
I subscribe to the belief that you are what you eat, so I would eat Cookie Monster.
Cool.
Is that a Muppet?
Yeah.
That's what I said, but apparently they're all
Oh.
Muppets.
So
Jim
here's the
Henson
thing.
deal.
This
Yeah.
is a controversial, but I got a ruling from Felix, who knows a lot
Okay.
about Muppets. And Felix said originally, no, that's a Sesame Street. And I said, damn, you're right. But then I was reminded of the That's Not a Cookie, That's an Orange skit, which
Mhm.
is
That's
a
why
classic.
Felix sent that to me.
And you should play it for the stream for the children who might not know.
Okay.
Anyway, there's Kermit the Frog, Cookie Monster crossover. So
Oh.
I'm gonna count it.
It's
Yeah,
part
that
of the
works.
same universe. The Muppet
That's a good-
Cinematic
Why-
Universe, the MCU.
Why do I have to eat a Muppet? Because I'm in a Saw movie.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say
yeah,
it has to be Saw.
I immediately Bria posted this question. I immediately was like, "This is Jigsaw." Is like, in front of you is a Muppet.
Eat this Muppet or your
You
whole
don't
family
appre-
dies.
I couldn't think of any like you act like a puppet on a string.
Yeah, that's good.
Now today you will truly find out who the puppet is.
Joel.
Joel, I hope that you can hear us because I really want to know which Muppet you would eat and why. So much so that if Joel shows up later, I will be circling back. I think the Muppet that I would eat is Bunsen Honeydew. Because he is a honeydew.
It's not true. He's a Muppet.
He's a sentient Muppet honeydew.
If you cut him, he will bleed.
Good.
Who is this?
Like Dr. Honeydew, he works with Beaker.
Dr. Honeydew.
He's that's
Beaker's
Beaker.
sidekick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and Honeydew's the one with the green melon head that
Mhm.
speaks in common.
No. Yeah, I'm aware.
Yeah. Okay.
My answer is I
Uh,
wouldn't eat a Muppet because I simply would not be in a position where I ever need to eat a Muppet.
Okay, counterpoint. You're in a Saw movie and you have to eat a Muppet.
Counterpoint, I wouldn't be in a Saw movie because Jigsaw operates in one city only and I would just
You
move.
just never go there.
Fair enough.
I would just go to a different place.
That guy's gonna make me eat a Muppet, and I refuse.
Dude, he kills so many people in those movies. I would just leave.
Just,
But he
just
never
pick a
kills any
Muppet that
Muppets.
everyone will get upset about.
There's a second place for the answer. There's some real
Uh-huh.
answers to this.
Yeah.
There's a whole bunch of Muppets that are fruits and vegetables.
Are there really?
Though they are
Oh,
sentient,
that's
they're
easy.
probably delicious.
Oh, yeah.
And then there's also the chickens.
In
Yeah.
this
I thought about the
universe-
chicken.
Wait,
What if we
I-
eat not Grover,
Grover,
Gonzo's
is
wife?
it Grover or Gonzo's?
It's
wife?
Gonzo's
Gonzo's
wife.
wife?
Yeah,
She's a chicken.
Jessica Telephone?
No,
yeah.
no,
Next question.
no.
No, I just want to ask also in this hypothetical, are we Muppets? Is Jigsaw the Muppet also a Muppet? Like there's so many layers here.
Jigsaw's a puppet.
Well, he's not a puppet, he has a puppet.
Wait, Jigsaw's a Muppet?
Jigsaw's
That
not a
explains lot.
puppet.
No, he's a dude. The puppet is just like a puppet he has. That's like not really even in the movies, like
Mm.
really at all. He's in like 3 scenes.
Oh no.
He's a guy.
I grossly
I've seen
misunderstood
Saw, I
the
know.
Saw films.
No, there's like it's not Chucky.
I thought it was a haunted puppet making
No,
these
there's no
human
haunt-
meat
it is-
people.
There's nothing supernatural that ever happens in a Saw movie.
A lot
true.
of
He's a
people.
VTuber. He's just a VTuber. That's
He's a
what he is. The
VTuber.
puppet's his VTuber.
He's
That
a
is
VTuber.
true.
Can we go back
Yeah.
to talking about math?
A lot of people are suggesting Pepe, the king prawn.
Prawn? Yeah.
That's a
I
good
would not
choice.
eat Pepe because
Why is that?
he's too good of a hang.
Oh.
He is pretty chill.
You know, we would
But
just
Cookie Monster is the top pick.
Well,
delicious.
okay, so what
Oh
about
my God,
Big
so
Bird,
sweet.
though?
Yeah, that's probably
That's
true.
succulent. You know,
I
Yeah.
know the puppet's
Big
name is
Bird.
Billy, but they don't know that.
Billy the
Billy the
VTuber.
puppet.
Next
They don't know what that
question.
means.
I don't know what
Did
that
we?
means.
All right.
That's the Jigsaw puppet.
Next
Okay.
question.
Next
Okay.
question.
We're moving on to the lightning round and away from eating Muppets.
That was not part of the lightning round.
No, I just really wanted us to spend some time on it, but also
Okay.
in hindsight, the lightning round we don't move that much faster.
No, never.
It's just kind of like
The
Blaseball,
same.
and then just
Yeah,
like,
the
oh, let's
same.
just like goof around questions. So,
Yeah.
all right, this one comes to us from Warden,
hmm
and we got this question actually from a lot of folks asking basically about the name pool. But are the short circuits using a different main pool from the main verse of Blaseball? Yes.
Yes and no.
And no?
I
Yeah.
mean,
It's not different.
It's
So if you
edited.
think
it's
about
been,
it,
it's
right?
been updated in a lot of. There's been a lot added to
Well,
it. I will say that.
Think about a body of water,
Okay.
Mhm.
right? Think
Right.
about a lake.
Mhm.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a river running into the lake.
Mhm.
Water is evaporating.
Yeah.
Mhm.
If you return a year from now,
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
is it the same lake? Next question.
No, I think we should linger on that for a moment.
No, we should really interrogate this further.
Is it the same lake?
I mean, yes, it's literally the same. It's the same
It's-
lake. You're asking, is it the
it's-
same water? Is the question, and the answer is no. It's not the same water. Although
What-
it could be, but it's probably not.
It's the Lake of Theseus.
The lake of what?
Theseus?
Mm.
Oh, I did.
She's being smart.
Yeah, I was
Sure.
trying to show off my
Mhm.
cool, fun intellect to impress the
Yeah.
Blaseball audience.
Yeah.
Chat, let us know if it worked.
Yeah, I mean, we somehow added names to the name pool, and then for the first time ever got doubles, which just
Wild.
that's an
We-
RNG for you.
we
Yeah,
made there's a lot of new.
No, I
new
know.
Boys.
I know. I just was
it's a lot of new boys.
There's a lot of new boys.
kelp.
So many new
and-
boys.
Shout out
Everybody's
Layla
yelling
Pork.
Layla Pork.
Yep.
Layla
Layla
Pork.
All I'm
Pork.
saying is,
Bachelor, right? There were 2 bachelors. Sorry, Elena, go ahead.
I was gonna say all I'm saying is if you are ever upset about names being generated, like they generate the same name like 1,000 times or whatever, just it's all math.random's fault. You can blame math.random and
I
don't
do.
at anyone else. You have to at
We take no
JavaScript.
personal
Math.random.
responsibility.
at math.random and request that it be better.
Someday, when Blaseball has patch notes, we're gonna let you all know that we've written our own random number.
Yeah, we're gonna one day we'll use a better random number generator and things will be so different.
So beautiful. A glorious horizon to look forward to. This question comes to us from loading ... Are you sure the sim isn't sentient?
No,
No. Alana,
it
did
is
you want to say
malicious
no?
regardless.
It's
So
we're not sure.
whether or not it's sentient is almost like an irrelevant
Yeah.
question because it is like actively trying to hurt us.
Yeah.
Specifically, yes.
We
Yeah.
and
are
all of
being
you
held
by
hostage by
extension,
it
but, like,
constantly.
Mhm.
So the sim is a lot like the puppet. No, the sim is the dude.
The sim
And
is
he
What?
has a saw puppet, and the saw puppet is Blaseball.com.
We need to talk about other movies that we saw.
The sim,
Always
No,
Saw.
the sim
No,
is
analogy.
the sim is the Dark Souls of Saw movies.
What in this analogy?
yes. The sim is the Dark Souls of Sam
Oh my lord!
and post.
Is
Next question.
is the website the VTuber?
The website is it's Billy the Puppet.
The
The
website's
the
the
website
VTuber.
is the
Sick.
VTuber avatar. Yes. Okay.
Great. Next question.
Next question.
The
This
Jigsaw
one,
Killer.
this one comes to us from Joey T. Badger. Thank you, Joey T. Badger. What is a way that you stay motivated and focused? I just thought this one would be nice.
All too well, 10-minute version, Taylor's version from the vault on repeat.
Dying to talk about it. Just at the beginning of the, like right before we went live, Elena was like, I know what I want to talk about.
Just gonna
I'm
talk
just saying.
about All
Uh-huh.
Too Well 10-minute
Stream
Taylor's
All
version.
Too Well
Okay.
from the vault.
Okay.
Please
there's one other
stream All
piece of
Too Well
this.
10-minute version.
Jake
Taylor's version
Gyllenhaal
from the
found
vault.
dead in Miami.
Thank you.
Uh,
Jake Gyllenhaal, your time is your days are numbered, dude.
Elena was upset that it's too late in the year for it to make it to the top of her
Yeah, I don't
Spotify.
think I can listen to it enough for it to hit the top of my Spotify Wrapped.
My Spotify Wrapped is going to be so embarrassing. I'm already bracing for it.
That's how I stay motivated though. You gotta blast Taylor.
That
Um,
there's no saving it.
Bria, how do you stay motivated and focused?
How do I stay motivated and focused? If we're being super honest,
Mm-hmm.
I write a lot of lists.
Mm.
I will break down the things that I have to do, the bigger tasks, into smaller tasks.
Mm-hmm.
In a like, here's a big bullet, here's a bunch of smaller bullets, and then I'll also put on the list things that I've already accomplished as a part of this broader task, so that I get the little dopamine hit of crossing something out, so I continue to move down the list.
Mm-hmm.
Another thing that I found
That's for
very helpful.
focused or motivated?
A bit of both. I am okay at focusing once I get started on something, but lo-fi chill hop beats or like ambient noise will kind of focus me. But the thing that what?
Lo-fi chill hip hop beats to study to or to vibe to
game.
or
Well, actually, I listened to the
game
one
to?
that's like, lo-fi spooky beats, witches only,
Spooky beats.
or whatever. Yeah, it's like kind of spooky, you know.
Oh my god.
Monster
But no,
Mash with some
something
jazz
that
chords.
Monster Mash 10 hours. When I'm working in the lab late one night. Okay, so another thing that I do, which I found when my executive dysfunction likes to act up, always, is that my brain is very good at stopping me from doing things that I want to do if it realizes that I'm trying to do something. So if I move to go like do something before my brain has realized what I'm doing, like if I'm like, oh my god, I have to go do my laundry, my brain can't know that I'm about to go do laundry. But if I stand up and walk upstairs, it's like, oh, we're just walking. And if I grab my hamper, it's like, oh, we're just moving stuff. And by the time that I've gotten it to do those things without fully thinking about what I'm doing, I'm far enough into the task that it's worth completing. So I trick my brain a lot, if that makes sense. So it doesn't stop me from doing the things that I need to do.
Oh, that's a good answer.
Yeah. If you can do something in 5 minutes, start it.
Yeah. I will give another sincere answer and say, like, I think we've all been surprised at like Blaseball in this community from the beginning. So I think we all feel a real responsibility to do right by everybody that's been rolling with us this whole time. I think we feel a responsibility to each other, you know. We do mess around a lot, but like also hold ourselves to a high standard. So just want to make sure I show up for everybody.
Fear of failure.
Yeah.
I feel like the motivation piece is easy, and I don't think it's fear of failure. I think it's the opposite. I think it's like we're very good at celebrating success together, and also with the community, with all of you who are watching now. Like, we put a lot of ourselves into making this incredibly dumb internet game, and the reason is because we think it will bring us joy and will bring you joy. And every time that is proven to be true, where we have these moments and maybe not even joy, sometimes it might be another very strong emotion, but in the moments where it creates an opportunity for an outpouring of joy or an outpouring of catharsis, like, I don't know, it's so easy to sort of like latch onto those moments, and it's really hard to do that. It's so lovely to do that for, like, your friend or someone you really care for, right, where you like put all this effort into making something special for them, and being able to do it for like thousands of people at once, it still sort of has the intimacy, might not be the right word, but it's still sort of the like this closeness, right, where like the thing we're doing is so specific that it's not I don't know, we sort of couldn't do it without like being involved with the community and paying attention to what's going on and paying attention to the back and forth. So it really does for us definitely feel like we're, I don't know, almost like we made this for you. Here you are,
and for ourselves, right? Like,
absolutely,
I think like we have, not only do we have a ton of fun with it, but this is the first game that I know that I've said this before, that I felt like I could be completely honest in the moment and just like say whatever we want to say and run with it. And whether that's like a dumb joke we have or some thematic idea or whatever, we go. And as long as everybody, is on board and buys in, there's, nowhere we can't take it. And like, that's incredibly exciting. So, yeah, like that energy is just infectious.
Yeah. You guys made it so heartfelt and warming,
Yeah.
and I was
We
just
have to
like,
do that sometimes. We
here's
can't
my
just
hot
be
study
like,
tricks.
this
Oh
is
yeah,
what
my
pizza in the bathtub,
But
or
I-
whatever we
my
talk about.
my
Yeah.
my real answer is that my brain works in cycles. So like every once in a while, I'm just like on. I'm just like on whatever I'm doing, and so I can like just do that for like 3 weeks, and then I'm done for like 2 months. um, but like I also can do shorter cycles. So usually like I just like have a day where I'm just on all day long, just
This is a lie.
working.
Elena is the MVP of the
Yeah,
team.
monster.
Like, just a
Monster.
beast. Like, it is crazy.
The
Elena
thing
is
is, they're, like,
powerful and terrifying.
Yeah,
when we don't have stuff for her to do, she's just like
we are
I do run
running
out of stuff a lot.
Everyone gets worried that Elena is going to finish things too quickly. We will just
Yeah.
run out of things. Yeah.
And see, the real trick is I don't even work that like much over like work hours. Like I just work during work hours. I don't like work at night really.
king.
Ever, unless
Okay.
I'm like really inspired to.
You want to be a moderator on the Blaseball Discord?
No.
Next
Thanks
question.
for offering, but no.
Yeah, I mean, I think to circle back to the heartfelt stuff. Had I known we were going to talk about what keeps us motivated and working on Blaseball, I think it is that trust that the community has in like the story that we're telling and in what we're looking to do that is really valuable. Like when that trust is invested in us and then we all get to sort of pay it off together, those moments of like joy and mutual experience are so very valuable and exciting. And the idea of being able to make a space and make an experience that's so valuable to so many people is really rewarding. And so even on the like difficult days or when we have to have like hard conversations or like the Discord is going burr and a lot of people are very frustrated and we have to sort of step in and moderate that in a way that meets as many people's needs as we can, knowing that ultimately it's for the experience of like sharing Blaseball and sharing this community and that everybody's here to have a good, fun, and cool time, and make something cool. That keeps me going, man.
Did y'all ever realize that burr is the thing you say when it's too hot or too cold?
No.
No, I don't say that. I'm just sorry. I got really mad. Sibber made upside down Blaseball and they took it from me.
They stole it. Sorry, it's been like 15 minutes.
I mean, it's really not that hard to turn it upside down.
Well,
it was just
sure,
a lot of work to like. I didn't want to do it. So.
Gabe, can you use burr in a sentence in the context of being too hot?
When the Blaseball Discord is too hot, you refer to it as Blaseball going burr.
Okay.
If you were too cold, you would
Okay.
say burr.
Burr. Okay. So you are implying that
I
the
don't
speed
understand
at
why
which
I'm the
people
confusing one.
No,
here.
so you're implying that the speed at which people send messages, that speed creates friction, which would create heat.
You're saying that, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm agreeing with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good talk. This
Next
one
question.
is a quick question. I just thought
Yeah.
it was very funny, and it comes from Artemis the Ace Goddess. Is it true Blaseball has always been a scheme to force gay theater kids to understand math and sports?
No. Fortunate side effect.
Yeah.
Yes, fortunate side effect.
Unintended consequence.
No, it was to teach gamers how to like sports.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was to teach math nerds and cool gamers how to be
Cool
gay theater
gamers.
kids.
Yeah. We were
Sorry,
like, hey, who
cool
likes
gamers
sports
is-
and math? And
Oxymoron.
every trans gamer in the
Oxymoron.
community was like, me, and we're like, dope.
The serious answer is that it didn't start with any sort of ambition in terms of audience.
Oh yeah.
The hope was that people would would like it, and it's really cool to see that people with all sorts of backgrounds are able to
Yep.
engage with this thing that doesn't have a lot of comps. There aren't a lot of other experiences you can point to. They're bits and pieces, right? Like some things have similar sort of narrative, some things have similar sort of like community engagement, some things have similar, I guess, mechanics, not even really, but it's really neat that a whole bunch of people from different backgrounds can become really invested in it and care about different parts of it.
Agreed.
Well said.
Well said. All right.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I would
Donkey.
never willingly make anything for a theater kid, is my answer.
Wow.
I am a theater kid.
What about a
so
cool gamer?
No.
I would make things less for gamers.
I'm anti-gamer.
Yeah. This is a gamer-free zone.
Gamer-free zone.
I say in my gamer chair. This one comes to us from Crank. Got any books, web serials, or otherwise that you're reading right now? Do you recommend anything?
What's
I have
a
my
web
stack
serial?
of books. I have a stack
Like
of books
a webcomic?
A webcomic.
Or
like
a web, I don't know,
written.
a fan fiction series, a serial piece of media that comes out
I know.
online.
There was just a webcomic that I was gonna.
Yeah,
Oh.
hit us with a webcomic, Steven.
No.
Take us away.
I only know
really-
one, and I can't talk about it.
There is a webcomic that I really like. It's the Oh No webcomic name. I really like webcomic name.
Okay.
You all know it. You all know it. The little blob who says "Oh no."
Oh yeah.
You all know it. It's
Yeah.
called webcomic name, and it's very good.
Maybe.
See, the chat knows.
Oh yeah. Oh no. Yeah. Okay. I'm with
What
you.
else? What else?
I've been reading Kill 6 Billion Demons, although I haven't checked out if there's an update. I also have a stack of books. I keep books on top of my computer. So I have a huge stack. Some of them I aren't reading currently, but I am currently reading. I got Priory here. I'm almost done. I just took a very long break. It's Priory the Orange Tree. And also I have the Mistborn book 1. And also I'm reading, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere over there. I have one of the Star Wars books. I've been reading Star Wars books that aren't canon anymore. I don't read canon Star Wars books. I'm reading the third in the Thrawn ones. I don't remember what they're called. The third one though. I'm also in the middle of that.
Nice.
I think that's it. I don't know. I start books and then I get like most of the way through and then I stop them and then never come back to them. So
I had to look it up, but the most recent book series I've been reading is Robin Hobb's the Farseer trilogy, which is really nice.
Bria?
Nice. I have 3 recommendations. One of them
If
is
you
hardly
say Supernatural, I'm leaving.
It's
Yeah, me
not
too.
a book. I don't read Supernatural. I also watched it in a long time. So, number 1 is it's a YA graphic novel called Squad. It's by Maggie Taduka Hall, and it is about a girl at a new school who feels sort of out of place but falls in with the popular girls. But like, spoiler alert, the popular girls are werewolves and they kill crappy teen boys to like feast, and it's like a really interesting exploration of like female anger in the face of trauma and like how you have to perform a certain level of femininity, but also they're werewolves. It's very cool. Good stuff. The art's beautiful. My second is Laura Olympus, which everybody, if you read webcomics, have probably read. It's very soft. It's a retelling of Hades and Persephone falling in love in a modern context, but like without the incest of Greek stuff. Ugh. But the story itself is very good. The art's very pretty, and they're very soft and in love, and it fills my heart with joy and hope for the future. And then the third one is hardly a recommendation. It's also definitely 18 plus, so if you are not, please don't read it. But I love the Mr. Boop series so much. I think it's so funny. Definitely not safe for work. I cannot emphasize this enough. But it is this interesting horror exploration of this guy who talks about his wife Betty Boop and the like experience of it and like being married to Betty Boop and what happens. It's incredible, and if you are over the age of 18 and are okay with that kind of content, it is a very fun and good experience, and you can find it all on Twitter.
Enough.
Yeah, I know.
I just need to emphasize because I don't want someone to be like, Bria, you told me to read Mr. Boop, and there are genitals here. And
Yeah.
I'm
I also
like,
Yeah, and,
I-
and
Uh-huh.
dark themes.
Bria. I mean, hold on, Elena.
Oh, I was gonna say
Please.
I was also gonna mention I have been reading X-Men, old X-Men. I'm
Nice.
gonna flex and show off my omnibus when I'm
Nice.
out.
Do it. Yeah.
I'm on volume what is
That's
it,
rad.
3.
Nice.
So this is still Claremont stuff.
Yep.
Reading them all in order. So
That's sick.
It's
That's
beautiful.
really cool.
I have nothing that the chat will be excited about. I've like legitimately been reading like medieval history and conspiracy theory, and
No.
then for the research for a project. All right, and then
But the
and then
project's
just
not
like
baseball.
been rereading my. It's not Blaseball. And then rereading just like my favorite writer who I continuously return to, which is John Berger. So if anybody likes, yeah, I don't know, experimental, dramatic, like kind of poetry, kind of romantic prose.
These are
Yeah.
Blaseball fans.
That
I
sounds
know.
wonderful.
They don't like any
or
of
like
this.
tune into Supernatural or whatever that show is. I don't know.
stop it! Stop bringing up Supernatural.
We can let it die. That rips.
Just
I'm gonna
like
ask you about that
cast.
later because that sounds very up my alley.
Hmm.
Okay, great. Next question. Back to a food opinion. How do people
Okay.
feel about pumpkin spice? Is it overhyped?
Sure.
Is it underhyped? Is it neither? This one is from Jinx Tinks, which
I
is
have
a
a
great
whole
username.
thing. If you
Can
everyone
I?
else
So I made a TikTok about this yesterday.
plug your TikTok.
It's a product review of pumpkin spice Cheerios. Check it out.
I really enjoyed the pumpkin spice Cheerios.
My pumpkin spice opinion is that it is overhyped, but in a way where it shouldn't have to be. Does that make sense? I feel like
Mhm.
pumpkin spice is perfectly normal and shouldn't. The reason it's overhyped is because it's a seasonal drink
Yeah.
when you could
Yeah.
really
Strongly
just
agree.
drink it all the time and
Strongly
Sure.
agree.
it's
Strongly agree.
just it's the same level as most drinks to me. I don't like, to be fair, I don't actually like pumpkin spice.
Uh-huh.
I don't drink it, or eat stuff with pumpkin spice in it very much. Like,
I don't think I've ever had it before.
yeah,
Have you
I
ever
mean,
had
it's
a
just
pumpkin pie?
Pumpkin pie. That's
it's
not the
pumpkin
question.
pie
It's got the
flavoring,
pumpkin
basically.
That's what it tastes. That's
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
well,
like-
yeah, but
yeah.
I've never had like a pumpkin spice latte or
Yeah.
anything like that.
It's
Let's
just
go.
like
Let's fix it right now.
it
No.
should just be hyped.
Steven,
I'll
turn
Uber Eats you.
around. There's someone in your house.
Look
that's
under
brought
your
you-
chair.
Rose in my
Look
face.
under.
It's an oat milk pumpkin spice latte. Brr, 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 brr. It's my air horn
So
noise.
what is the pumpkin spice? Cinnamon. Everyone likes cinnamon, right?
Mhm.
So
Okay.
like it's not a controversial opinion to say cinnamon's
Mhm.
good. Then when they get the spicy part of it is clove, which I think
Oh.
is an underrated spice.
That is an
right?
underrated spice.
I think
Mhm.
clove is, most people like don't think clove is good. Clove's really good.
Mhm.
What else? What's the other
Nutmeg.
one in there?
Nutmeg's in
Nutmeg.
it.
Mhm.
Nutmeg is a great name. You
It's
get it
usually-
grated on the little guy. That's fun.
The little guy.
And sometimes there's ginger. I think there should always be ginger, but people
I
don't
love
always
ginger.
put ginger in it. But like,
Ginger.
This is
Oh, like the powder
It
ginger.
sounds good.
Yeah, not
This
the-
is all things I
Yes, the
like.
powder.
yeah,
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and so mace is one where it's like sometimes, right?
yeah. Mace
And
is a
allspice
sometimes
also is a
spice.
sometimes, because I think that most pumpkin
think
spice probably
allspice might
doesn't have
be-
allspice in it, but you could.
I think allspice might be the one that's the most regular out of those three, though.
Mm.
I feel like I've seen allspice on it a lot.
I think pumpkin spice is at its best when it's heavy on ginger and has cardamom in it. That like
Mm.
See, that to me
lightness
is
to the
not-
cardamom is like really
Yeah,
It's
I
really
wouldn't
good.
even call that pumpkin spice because I don't associate either of those as being the predominant flavors in a pumpkin spice mix. If you had said like a chai masala
Mhm.
latte,
Oh, okay.
I'm right there with you, right?
Yeah.
Where
Wait,
now
do they
we're
have
talking
that?
ginger, we're talking kind of.
I don't think
What?
you. I think you might.
Yeah, absolutely they have
What?
it. It's great. I'll Uber Eats one to you right now.
All right.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean, so I guess the added context is like I can't drink coffee, and I can't
Mm.
actually drink black tea either. But I used to get a chai at like Starbucks, and I would get the pumpkin spice in that, and
Yeah.
so the like cardamom and the cinnamon and the nutmeg, all of that came together with the chai in a way that was really nice. Now I just
I
make
have-
it at home, and I can add the.
I have a
cardamom
way
all
we
I
can
want.
settle this.
Okay.
I have a way we
Okay.
can settle this. I'll be
Sure.
right back.
I didn't realize
Oh my
we were
God.
fighting.
Let's go to the next.
Yeah, I don't think. I think
Go to
we
the
all
next
agree
question,
on the
watch.
pumpkin
I
spice.
thought we were
opinion.
just
Gabe
sharing
does
our
whatever-
passion for spices.
Yeah.
Well, Gabe disappears.
Well, yeah. Next question.
Yeah, the next question comes to us from Keeper Weeks. Hello, Keeper Weeks.
Hi, Weeks.
Hello, Coco.
Yeah,
What's a
poker.
game that you could sit down and marathon for 24 hours straight, or at least for a decent chunk of time in the spirit of Extra Life? Are you going to eat that, Gabe?
Eat it
No.
like you eat a watermelon.
Oh my god.
Don't break your teeth.
Gabe.
Ugh.
How is it?
It's a bit dry. Needs a little cinnamon.
Needs a dry brine of spices to really bring
Yeah.
out that moisture.
It's actually really dirty.
Ugh. Gabe, did you get that from outside?
Gabe, you nasty, nasty dude.
What's a game that you could sit down and marathon for 24 hours straight, or at least a decent chunk of time?
I have
Yeah.
a whole list.
Do
Slay
you?
the
Did you
Spire.
make a list? Nice.
I didn't make a list. I can think of one though off the top of my head.
Sure.
Slay the Spire.
Mass
That's a good one.
Effect. Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
Mass Effect. Oh yeah, the Mass Effect trilogy, which I have.
Uh-huh.
Not joking, I have done a 24-hour marathon of by
Mhm.
myself, not for
That's
anything. Just like
Unbelievable.
Just for
sleeping,
fun.
like playing it 24/7.
Real quick, can we come back to this pumpkin? 'Cause
Yeah.
That was pretty good, actually.
Okay.
There was a lot more flavor than I expected.
Mhm.
What kind of
Drink.
is it? A pie pumpkin, or is it like the kind that you
I
carve?
mean, it
for...
can be.
It's a pre-pie pumpkin.
Anything could be a pie pumpkin with the right
I-
attitude.
That's a preparation. I'm not going to tell you what to do with this pumpkin.
Thank you.
All right. Bria, what was the question again?
What's a game you could sit down and marathon for 24 hours straight? Like if you were doing an
Oh,
Extra
right.
Life stream.
Okay, so Elena, you have a whole list.
Yeah, so I got the Mass Effects, right?
Yeah,
Which
I
I would
know.
just play in order, but you could play those. Those are like several.
Yeah, mix and match.
Those are more than 24-hour games.
Mhm.
If you play all the side quests like I do, every time. Persona 5 or any of the Personas, but Persona 5 only because it's the easiest one to replay because
I
it's
do
on
need
the
to play it.
PlayStation. I
really
Play
I've
Royal.
played Royal.
Play
obviously.
Royal.
Play Royal.
Okay.
Yeah, you should play
okay.
Royal. Persona 4 and Persona 3 are harder to replay. I have a Vita, but it's like they're a little
Well,
bit clunkier and older.
The thing is, it's on Steam now.
Persona 4 is on Steam, and you should play it.
You can play Persona 4 Golden on Steam
Yes.
now. So if any of you are going to stream a game for 24 hours and you've never played Persona 4 Golden, I would highly recommend you play Persona 4
Persona
Golden.
4 rules. Also,
Do I need to play Persona 4 before
No.
I play
no,
Persona?
Not
they're
at all.
like they don't really connect at all.
Okay.
I could also do Pokemon, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
New
Which
Pokemon's
one's
a good
coming out
one?
the end of this week, dude. I'm so excited.
That's a good one.
And I could play Animal Crossing for 24 hours, even though it's not a game that you're supposed to play for 24 hours.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then Dishonored.
Wow.
hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Either one.
Yeah.
or-
Either one.
Yeah.
I
Rare.
love Dishonored 1, but Dishonored 2 is also. I love Dishonored. Or Death of the Outsider is the third spinoff.
I genuinely think the only game that I could play for 24 hours, I don't play games for very long. My brain gets very
me
tired
neither.
and I'm like, that's plenty. I've played for 45 minutes. I've had my fill
Yeah.
for a week.
Mhm.
I'm a fake gamer girl. Sorry,
Mhm.
everyone.
Mhm.
Gotta be Hades though. That's the one game where I'm like, always,
Yeah.
I could always do this. I would love
Cool.
to beat up these funny guys that spit out the
Mhm.
green ooze. Pokemon's a good call as well, but Hades is really, I think about it all the time.
I also should say, when I say that I've played games for 24 hours, like when I got my second COVID shot, I played the Mass Effect remaster just come out, and I played Mass Effect all day. But playing Mass Effect mostly just means I will play a bunch and then just get really tired and lay down and have the
Mhm.
galaxy map music play in the
Yeah,
background for 3 hours while I
absolutely.
take a nap, and then I go back to playing it.
Gabe?
Games I could play for 24 hours.
Or a decent chunk of time.
I could play poker for 24 hours.
Yep, me too.
I could play Slay the Spire probably for a pretty long time. Final Fantasy 14, especially with the new expansion coming out.
Wow.
I could play for 24 hours. I might,
Yeah.
that might just be the way it goes.
Yeah.
What else? Blaseball. I could play for 24
Blaseball.
hours.
That's
Always
easy.
playing baseball.
Everyone can play
Uh-huh.
baseball 24 hours.
It's one of the great games. I don't know if you've all heard about it, but you should check
Mhm.
it out. Blaseball.com.
Mhm.
What else? How long is Where Cards Fall? Could I play Where Cards
You can play
Fall
it for 24 hours.
You
I
could,
think
yeah.
the question also specified as long as possible. So like
Yeah.
if the
Yeah,
game
yeah,
isn't
yeah.
24 hours.
Oh, games I
Skate-
can play as long as possible.
Yeah.
Like for a decent chunk of time.
DDR I could play
Yeah.
until I like passed out.
Pass
Yeah,
out.
absolutely. Just butterfly on expert mode for 4 hours
you know
straight.
what? You know what? Okay, I have a serious question on this, and I think this is the game I would pick if I were in a situation where I was going to stream for 24 hours. Is Taiko no Tatsujin.
Okay.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with
Yeah.
this game, but it's a game where you play a
That's
taiko
the
drum
drums?
as a rhythm game, and I could play that for
I had
24
those as a
hours.
kid.
That
I had-
reminded
yeah.
me somehow that connected my brain. I could also play Yakuza for 24 hours.
Oh, that's that's a good point.
Valid.
Any of the Yakuza games.
Yeah.
Would be for
Yeah.
sure.
Joel, what game could you play for 24 hours or a decent chunk of time?
What game could I play 24 hours forever?
What?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
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 Great. Civilization or Out of the Park baseball?
Yeah.
Mhm.
The first Civilization 1?
Civilization, any of the 2 through whatever civilization.
You probably couldn't get 2 to load on it.
We gotta stream Civ again.
We do need
Yeah.
to stream Civ. My headphones won't stay on with this hat, so.
But you look so
We'll
good.
take the headphones off, bud.
Let's stream Civ this week.
The
I
hat
wanna
really
get back
got
and
me.
See how our
We have Blaseball to
civilization is
build.
doing.
How can we both stream? Can we combine Civ and Out of the Park, like baseball and like?
No, they asked about side ideas, baseball spin-offs before, so
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Don't go too deep into it. Yeah.
Joel-
Okay, yeah.
Joel-
Actually,
Oh, go ahead, Gabe.
no, we should stream Out of the Park baseball.
we should. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd
That's
be
good.
fun.
Really fun.
That'd be great.
We should play.
I think
Wii
we
Sports
should stream Jackbox.
baseball.
I could play that for
We
24
would
hours.
get canceled, Bria.
I know.
Yeah.
That was my plan all along. I'll
We are
release
potty
us.
people.
I'll release us for our
Potty
earthly
people.
bounds.
Hey,
Potty
speak for
people.
yourself.
I am.
Joel,
Okay.
just catching you back up real quick. Which Muppet would you eat?
Steven
Gonzo.
stole my
Gonzo.
thunder.
All right. Sorry.
I'm sorry, I spoke over
Wait,
you, Joel. What
never
Muppet
mind.
would you eat?
Gonzo.
Gonzo.
Why?
I don't know.
His
Oh, so
vibes are off.
Felix
Oh,
also
I
had a really good.
reason. Oh, you want
Felix-
a reason?
Felix had a really good explanation for why you would choose Gonzo if you chose Gonzo. It's because there's only one Gonzo, so
Mhm.
he's like a rare delicacy.
Right, if
If
you-
you
if
eat
you eat
Gonzo, you're the
Gonzo-
only one who will ever get to taste
Yeah.
what a Gonzo tastes like.
Yeah.
If you eat Gonzo, Gonzo's Gonzo.
Gonzo's Gonzo. Next
No,
question.
see, no, but also part of
Everybody
the situation,
liked his pun joke, and then I got bullied off the stream.
Steven, have you considered making better puns?
I know.
Yeah.
That was a good one, actually.
No,
Uh,
but
problem is
Joel,
he-
you have to consider we were talking about how this is a Saw situation where
No, it doesn't
you
have
are
to be a
being
Saw
forced
situation.
It is,
to
though.
Muppet.
You
It does
turned it into
legally.
a Saw
It is,
situation.
though.
We signed a contract.
Are you trying to torture Muppets now? Like
No, you're being
they'd have to be
tortured.
dead.
Yeah,
I'm
you
being
are being
tortured.
Yeah,
to
you have to eat the Muppet. That's the torture.
You
Well,
eat the
the
Muppet
torture
or
is
you
eating
die
the
or
Muppet.
something.
Wait. If the sorry, if the other aspects, the pieces, the game pieces of this Saw experiment
Yeah.
are puppets,
Huh?
is
Muppets.
Jigsaw
That's what
I
I
asked
said.
this question too.
That's
Yeah.
what I said.
Jigsaw is not a
the same
Muppet.
brain? See, we were.
No, we said Jigsaw is not a Muppet, but Billy the Puppet retroactively becomes a Muppet. And so
Okay.
But
If you kill
we
the
said Billy
Muppet,
is a VTuber.
Billy absorbs the
specifically.
power and is then on the Muppet show.
Gabe ate Cookie Monster. Bria, who did you
Yeah.
eat?
Because you are what you eat.
the honeydew.
Bunsen
The
honeydew.
honeydew melon.
I said no because I
Lena
wouldn't be
wouldn't
in
eat
this
one.
situation.
Alena didn't want to play Yes and with us.
Yeah.
I can't name. I can name like 2 Muppets.
Alena's a coward, and that's all we need to say on the
Didn't
I
Muppet.
don't
even
wanna
want to
eat
pick
any
the
of them.
chickens.
Joel, would you like a question about where cards fall?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, of course.
We're just gonna circle back to this because
Yeah,
I want
let's
to.
go back.
What a segue, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna ask this question, then we have one final question, and then we'll have some information and announcements. Woo! That was wild. I'm losing it. This one comes to us from Paradox or Isaac. This isn't a Blaseball question, but I hope that's okay. There are 52 levels in Where Cards Fall, each denoted by a playing card, but the levels don't seem to be in a specific order. Why was the order of the playing cards chosen as it was?
That is a good question. I believe that we thematically mapped cards to their narrative beat, but it was not. And then we laid out the levels in terms of like puzzle order and what would be a good like puzzle cadence. So
Mhm.
that ended up just making it seem like it was just a random order. And even like the thematic link is sometimes a little bit,
Yeah.
loose, but
So-
it's
So you're
it still had a
saying that
purpose behind it.
you're saying that the order of levels and where cards fall was created by an overly complicated system and loose thematic ties?
Yes.
No, well, sure,
Well,
yeah.
kind
the
of.
the level order was
There-
designed to make it a good scaling puzzle game with challenges and dips and valleys.
Yeah, that was the main reason. And then also, yeah, there were thematic and narrative, like things got, it was even like shuffling around even at the like right before we had to
Shuffling
lock.
like cards.
Shuffling.
Shuffling like
Yeah.
cards.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Good work. Puns were very
'Cause it's
consistent.
meant to be like going back through memories, and like, memory is often not completely linear. You're jumping around. So
Yeah.
Jump around.
Like
Jump,
a cosmic
jump.
gumbo.
Speaking of where cards fall, everybody, if you happen to play where cards fall, if you happen to play Where Cards Fall, made by the Game Van, and you enjoyed it, please leave us a positive review on whatever platform you played it on. It's really valuable for us, one, to hear if people liked it, and two, to boost that game and get more eyes on it, which is a really great way to help support us. Okay, enough of that. Last question comes to us from Burb Teeth. What's your favorite horse?
real loud. What's that?
What's my favorite horse?
What's your favorite horse? I don't know if this is about species or if this is about character. So
I-
follow your heart.
My answer, I'm gonna let Joel answer, and I'm just gonna say it's headcanon only. That it's
Oh, okay. Yeah. My answer is Spirit. Stallion of the.
Stallion of the Cimarron. Yeah.
Thank you, Spirit.
What?
Definitely Spirit. Yeah.
Spirit Stallion of the Cimarron. Steven,
Look,
read a book.
how could you not say Winnie Hess?
I
gave
love
it to
Winnie
you.
Hess. I love Winnie Hess. But Spirit is the stallion of the Cimarron.
He's the Stallion of the Cimarron.
Reference. I'm sorry.
His whole soundtrack is such a bop.
Yeah.
Haven't you heard Sound the Bugle?
I posted.
Sound the bugle, Steven.
Come on, get off of my back.
I posted a link to my favorite horse in the chat.
To open the chat. That's not
Okay.
a horse, Gabe. It's an ibex.
Gabe,
So
who's gonna see this? Like,
all of you.
do you want me to explain what I'm looking at? Or
Yeah, please.
I'll try to
That-
reflect it.
Joel, just so you know, that wouldn't be the first time that's happened
This
in
is
this
the
stream.
This is the
Really?
ibex that Gabe has shared for everyone. Please,
Oh.
I just need to clarify that this Amazon tab is because I was looking up the artist, not because I shop at Amazon. Amazon's the worst. I'm closing it. Okay, so
That's
this is the
strange.
ibex. This is the Wikipedia list of
List of
Muppets that I
Muppets.
was looking up earlier to do research.
Did you look up list of Muppets too?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, me too.
Sick.
Okay, great. Everybody's seen the ibex. Thank you. That's very helpful.
I have another favorite horse. Hold on, I'll pull it
Oh,
up.
God.
No. This is a Saw game. I think my favorite horse is... I mean, so as a person, I don't care for him. But as a character, I love me some BoJack Horseman.
Oh.
Steven does not. Fair enough.
No,
It's fine. Sorry, was that answer not up to
BoJack.
par for you?
It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, I've posted my.
No, I
Oh, one
kind of like BoJack, I guess.
There's-
Okay. Pinkie Pie from My Little Pony is
There
cool.
we go. There we go.
I like Pinkie Pie a lot. She's my favorite.
I don't. That's that. Wait, I'm gonna look that up.
There's a whole.
She's the party
weird-
one.
Why did
There's
you
a
look
Little
up
party
Pinky-
one.
Yeah, sure. She loves
I
parties.
don't know any of the My Little Ponies.
Party horse?
Yeah, she loves to plan a good party and care about her friends. She's
Nice.
pink.
She's the pink one.
She's cute.
Use the pink one.
She's got a good attitude.
I love when horses have a good attitude.
I'm trying to think of
What?
other horses.
Elena,
Yeah.
who's your favorite
Secretariat.
horse?
I was gonna
Blackbeard?
say.
Secretariat.
I was gonna say
Oh,
the horse
I got
from the horse from El Dorado because he plays
Hmm.
basketball. I know it's not basketball, but it's
Mhm.
in the
The
movie.
good
It's basically
horse.
basketball. But
Mhm.
actually, now I think it's the horse, whatever horse you can have, because I think you get to have a bunch of horses in that
Uh-huh.
Barbie video game.
Barbie
on the-
Dream Riding Club.
Yeah. That game ruled. And I just remembered it.
My favorite actual horse is the first horse I had in Skyrim that fought a dragon for me and died, and then I
Oh,
never used the
yeah.
horse again. Yeah.
All
I
right,
remember that story. That's a good story.
I, as a kid, really, Gabe.
My other favorite horse.
I would watch this
Wow.
VHS that we would get at Blockbuster that I could never find once we moved, called Princess Guinevere and the Jewel Riders. And Princess Guinevere had a really
think I've seen
cool
that.
Pegasus with like
think I've
rainbow
seen that.
wings.
I think I've seen that too.
I loved it. So they were like all the girls, and they were the jewel
That sounds
riders, and they had
really
cool like
familiar.
horses and unicorns. And then there were the boys, and they rode like tigers and stuff, and they were like friends. They fought crime together. It's very cool. But I loved a
This
pretty
is
unicorn
so 80s
Pegasus.
for you.
Yeah, it really
Oh
is.
my lord. Look at them all.
The unicorn from the last Unicorn Rips too. She's cool.
Bria, can
How
you
does this
show
one
can you
count
show
as a
everyone my
horse?
other favorite horse, please?
I'm gonna screen it
horse.
first.
The horse from the Neverending Story that gets stuck in the mud.
Oh yeah,
That's-
heartbreaking.
My favorite horses are ones who tragically die.
Gabe sent me a photo of a capybara, which is not a
Mhm.
horse. But it's fine.
Yeah, it's not a horse.
All
I
right.
don't know.
Could you ride a capybara? Like,
I think they're
I
too
could.
small.
Not
I'd try at least.
not in maintaining their own health.
I think maybe the better option would be like have them pull a sled like dogs, you know?
How, yeah.
That's
But they're
so
lazy. Probably.
beautiful.
And look at it.
It'd be majestic.
Yeah, it would be.
I'm gonna
How
name
big
one-
is the capybara in
how
this
big
scenario?
is the capybara?
I think just the normal sized
How big am I in this scenario?
normal sized you.
I could
Would
not
you-
ride a capybara.
would
but I
you
would try.
rather have one horse-sized capybara to ride
Yes.
around freely,
Yes.
or a
Wait,
team of capybaras that pull a sled at a fast speed?
I think I would make more money with one giant capybara.
But the really good team.
How much
Is
horsepower
there
does
like
a
a
capybara have?
Balto of the capybaras? I guess Balto
Yes.
technically wasn't the one that did that final stretch, and it's a whole thing. But like, bear
His
with me.
name is Balto, the capybara,
Yeah,
and he ran medicine in the
Capybalt.
Yukon.
That's nothing. Yeah. Okay. I tried.
Next question.
That was
There are no
that
more
was the
questions.
last
That was the last question.
I also really like the Appaloosa brand of horse.
it's
The
a good
breed
horse.
of horse.
There
I
you
just think
go.
the name is very funny, and I like the
See,
funny
you,
speckles.
you really stepped it up at the end.
Thank you.
You gave us Princess
Are you,
Guinevere and the
Rhea?
Jewel Riders, and
Alana, I'm
That's
bracing
that's
for the
better
question
than-
you're about to ask me, and I know what it is,
Wait,
and I need you
go
to
ahead.
So
say.
it's good. I'm so sorry.
No,
Are
ask
you a
it.
horse girl?
No, I was not a horse girl, but my best friend was a horse
My
girl,
best
so
friend
I
was
would
also a horse girl.
I would hang out with her at the stables and learn about her horse, which she named Edward after Twilight.
No.
wow.
Um,
I rode
No.
horses because of my
Come
friend.
But we're
on.
not friends anymore because she was a sociopath. But that has nothing to reflect on horse girls, so don't worry about it. I was a wolf girl, which is not
Oh.
surprising to anyone.
Oh well,
But-
if we're gonna expose ourselves, I was a cat girl.
That's
Good.
nice.
Good.
Not the cat girl you're thinking of.
Steven,
the, like,
Joel,
weird
Gabe,
one.
what kind of
I
girls were you?
understand.
Yeah.
You like a dolphin
You're a
girl?
weird animal that you were
A dragon
obsessed-
girl?
I
Yeah,
don't
dragon
know.
was a big one.
Yeah, dragons, dolphins, wolves, cats, and horses.
I just like Winnie the Pooh.
Aw.
So,
That's sweet.
Sweet.
yeah. It's a bear.
Only Winnie, or like all of them?
See,
Well,
You can-
the whole cast, yeah, for
Okay.
sure.
Yeah,
but-
Yeah.
You
Which
can
one
tell
of
what kind
them
of-
would you eat?
I'm sorry, say that again?
What?
don't answer that question. I don't want to
Okay.
know.
I didn't hear what it was.
Which one of them would you eat?
Oh, no!
First of all, the answer is Christopher Robin.
delicious.
Kanga.
He's the only one I don't care
All
about.
right. Thank you for watching.
No,
Saturday
you
Night
can't
Live.
eat Kanga. It's
Yeah.
his mother.
Joel, you can't tell me what you do. You're not my dad. Thanks
Owl.
everybody for tuning.
Oh,
Thanks
that's a good answer.
Oh yeah, thank you everyone for tuning
The
in to
answer's
Inside of
Piglet.
Blaseball. Now that the questions are done, a few things. One, if you participated in the first short circuit and you've not filled out our feedback survey, please fill out our feedback survey. Your
you.
insight into your experience in Blaseball and your feedback based off of the short circuit is incredibly valuable to us as a team. Most of the reason we're doing these short circuits is to learn about the player experience and how we can improve or how we may accidentally detract from the player experience. So fill it out. It's on Discord. It's on Twitter. You can find it. I'll probably tweet about it tomorrow. If you forget, see it then, fill it out then.
Can you link it in the chat?
Can somebody else link it in the chat?
I have it.
Thank you.
Great. Thank you, Elena. Number 2. The big boy. The next short circuit is coming up, hopefully sooner than you would think. I guess I can just say the date. I'm just gonna say it. The next short circuit.
Right into the camera and say it.
Hold on.
Just say it about the camera.
The next short circuit is going to be on December 6th. Ooh! So you have about 3 weeks until it begins. Take some rest, have some fun. We're gonna show you some new cool stuff. The fans at the end of the last circuit voted for what? Mild cards, snow, and peanuts. So.
Oh, no way, really?
Yeah. If you hadn't heard.
Wait.
If you hadn't heard. I know.
Oh.
What does that mean for the dead god, the peanut? What does that mean for weather? What does that mean for wild cards?
What?
Nobody knows. Not me. I don't know anything. But tune in on December
Don't ask me
6th
any questions.
for a 2-week short circuit with new fun, cool stuff. And thanks for tuning in. What Muppet would you eat? Let us know in the
Don't
chat.
post it in the chat.
No, I want to know.
Okay.
No, I
Answer
need.
in
I
the
just
deserve
think it.
to know.
Just think it in your head and don't tell anyone.
Tweet
I
at
tweet
Priya.
at Barack
Yeah.
Obama. What Muppet you would
No,
eat?
all right.
No.
Don't do that. Sorry, that was a Mabim Bam bit.
So there was a
Please
a
don't
bit.
harass Barack Obama.
No.
Unless you want. I'm not your dad. Do what you want.
Although I would like to know which Muppet Barack would eat.
that
I
would
know.
be interesting.
That's
to
the
know.
question they should ask at presidential debates. It's a very essential question.
Can you
Thanks,
imagine
everyone.
someone
Thanks for
walking up to the
tuning in.
microphone and asking that question?
How do you keep your focus?
No,
they
I
ask.
didn't. No, Chad, I didn't say that. Don't do that. That's bad. Bullying's bad.
Bria wants to cyberbully
No.
ex-president Barack Obama.
No. All right.
All right, all right.
I don't want anything but for you all to tune into the next short circuit, have a good time, and give us valuable feedback.
I posted the survey 1,000 times in the chat. I'm sure you'll be able to find
Thank you, Elena. You're gonna get okay. Anyway,
I'm a mod. You
You
can't,
can't ban a mod.
ban me.
I can do whatever I. That's not true. Anyway, thanks y'all. Have a good night. Goodbye.
Bye.